TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
It was tough getting the ball in the hole tonight. Is that really the bottom line? I mean, you did so many things well, but ultimately you got to get the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, it was tough on us scoring tonight. I think that was the difference maker. And then, we did a lot of things well, like you said, Graf, but we got to make free throws as well. Both teams shot 25 free throws. They had 24, we had 16. So, the margin for error right now is really small, and we just got to capitalize on opportunities like that.
What did you see defensively in that third quarter that allowed you to hold them to that low of a total?
Once again, I thought we picked up our ability to be aggressive, forcing them to take tough shots. They hit a ton of contested floaters in the lane, but I thought we were more physical. We were into the ball. Guys were flying around. We were rebounding and just trying to get out and run, and get some easy baskets.
Did you feel like the issues offensively tonight, was it a matter of shot making? Was it a matter of something else?
I didn't think in the first half we ran a lot of offense. We ran offense with pace and purpose. I thought the ball was sticking. We took some extremely difficult shots, and when we do that, it fuels their transition opportunities. We have to do better at running stuff, setting screens, and creating for each other. We had 6 assists at halftime. I talked to the team about it. We came out and did a better job, had 12 in the second half. So that's the difference in the game for us.
And Josh's first game since opening night, just what do you think in the time he was out there tonight?
I thought he looked good. He was moving around well. He rebounds the ball extremely well. He just knows how to play. So it's good to have him back.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear you guys are starting to establish an identity on defense. I guess what do you have to do now just to get more out of your club offensively so you can complement, the other end?
Well, once again, the guys are playing extremely hard, but we have to run offense. When we run offense, we get good shots. We get quality shots. That's the key for us. When we don't and the ball sticks and it's one pass shot or no pass shot, it's really difficult on us to sustain. We have to do it together. I spoke to the guys in the locker room about that. That'll be the makeup of our team. We should have 20 pluses, 25, 24, 20, high 30s assists every game because we're moving the ball and it's hopping around. And tonight it just stuck a little bit.
You think one thing slow down for you guys offensively? You think getting it more in a JV, kind of slowing things down, would help you guys out some?
Yeah, he definitely settles us down. We talked about it in practice. When we need to settle ourselves down, we just throw it into him and then move, split cut, let him make plays for himself and his teammates. Tough night for us offensively, though, overall.
Offensively, Herb Jones had his best game of the season. How have you seen his role expand and maybe be more of an asset offensively?
Yeah, he's just getting more comfortable as we go. We can see it, right? Driving to the basket, making plays, rebounding the ball, playing great defense. He's even taken some threes. They called it a 2 tonight, but the fact that he's taking those shots every now and again, it keeps the defense honest. We expect Herb to continue to grow, to continue to get better, continue to learn. He's a huge part of what we believe we can be in the future.
Speaking of belief, your team has continued to fight down the stretch, and this game was really impressive in the way they never gave up. What does that say about the character of this team?
I love our character. I love our fight, and I'm willing to go into games and battles with our opponents with this group. They don't give up. They continue to fight, and I've talked to them before and just said, look, things are going to turn. We're going to get better. We're going to win some of these games. But I love our character, high character guys in our locker room. I love our fight. We're just coming up a little short right now.
Thanks.
We're good?
Go ahead, Zoom.
Oh.
Hi, Coach. It's Angela from Costa Rica for Professor Velasquez. Despite the loss, the team has improved since the start of the season. How will this team change when Zion returns?
Well, I think Zion will be a huge help. Look, we're down somebody that is huge in terms of offensively and defensively for our team. So adding him, hopefully soon, will just make us an even better team. But right now, I love what our guys are doing. Look, we're coming up a little short, but we're playing hard. We're playing together, and we got a quick turnaround and get ready for tomorrow night.
What did you kind of see from him as far as his presence on the bench during some of these games? We talked to Nikhil about it last game. Just what have you noticed about just the way he's talking to his teammates, some of that stuff?
He's been great. He's in the huddles. He's talking to his teammates, like you said, in practice. Same
Thank you,
thing.
Brother Thomas.
He's chiming in. We're starting to talk a lot about the offense and where we see him, but he's a great teammate. He's been there for his guys, and he's itching to get back on the court soon.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned in the Pelican post-game report. That's Coach Willie Green talking about the squad, man. Thank you, B. Thomas, bro, for your super chat. Go Pels, even though they can't seem to make the shots they need to in order to win the game. Thank you, my brother, for that. Appreciate you. Much love to the entire Flock and family up in this one, man, because another game that they should have had that they didn't have. So we're going to bring everybody into the thing. Much love to the fam. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all for being on this episode of the Pelican Post Game Report entitled Pelicans Fall Flat 113-109 to Sacramento. A winnable game indeed. We seem to squander it. Can't talk shit about the referees. You had 25 attempts, and we couldn't. And this goes back to this talk we always hit the family members with, DC. And that's fundamentalism, which we not a disciplined team to stick to the fundamentals. We don't have that truly entrenched in our psyche quite yet. And it hurts us from time to time when we can't do that. But I'm Big Q, DC's in the building. Much love to the fam. Please feel free to hit upon the like button if you hadn't hit the like button.
Dang.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And feel free to share the show on your social media links. It helps us out, so thank you. Also, that's big shout out to my dog, Brother Jalil. He said, I love this team. However, y'all thought I was playing when I saw NAW. Said NAW will be the X factor for this team. We need to come together. His confidence is waning, but I have faith he'll get it. It's a learning process. I agree with you, Brother Jalil. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. Big ups to the family, everybody, and the Go Pels, to the whole family members, and y'all welcome to the stream. Hope y'all had a fantastic Friday, the end of the week. Hope you had a terrific week, as in an even better Friday. Hopefully it was in the chance of a win, but it is what it is. DC, my friend, the floor is yours. Thoughts on this one right quick.
Well, first off, Q, I know why we lost. I figured it out.
Do you now?
Yeah. They had a bit of an altercation before the game, bro.
A bit of altercation. Okay, what does that mean?
Well, the team was upset when they went talk to the doctor and they found out they still ain't got them fucking scans from Zion's feet in the end of the week. So they stormed David Griffin's office. And they was kicking up shit, bro. You know, they didn't get the shoot around on time, so that's why they missed so many shots.
How is it explain the missing free throws, DC? They're free.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't had enough time to shoot around because they had that whole debacle going on, bro. Because we was promised these scans of Zion's foot at the end of the week, and here we are at the end of the week. Which, if they wouldn't have just not said shit, about when the scans was gonna come out, I think nobody wouldn't have been worrying about that. But now, on a serious tip though, bro, the Pels, man, it's you gotta love them, bro. You gotta love them because of they fighting. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give up. I see them battling. I'm encouraged defensively, seeing their effort, even though they did get torched with the pick and roll again in that little 10 to 15 foot area, and Sacramento was killing them, kind of put the nail in the coffin on us. But we're finding different ways to lose, which is, I guess, not as bad of a thing as it sounds, because they didn't lose this game the way they lost it against Atlanta. They lost this game at the free throw line. I mean, what we got? We took 98 shots and they only took 80 Q. Like, come on, man. So we obviously was handling our business on the defensive side of the ball at spots, because we had times where we would let Sacramento torch us. That's how they wound up shooting 50%. But they had more possessions. You know what I mean? They took about the same amount of free throws. We took one more. And we can't hit free throws, man. I mean, Brandon Ingram missed one. Vontae Graham missed one. Jonas Valanciunas missed like 3 in a row after not missing any. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. It's almost like they moving in quicksand at times, man. They fixed the yeah, I can speak for I know Colton, bro. I know you probably got something different to say, but I'm just looking at it being optimistic. Zion's still not out there, bro. So we obviously not gonna be world beaters without Zion. But they fixed the rebounding issue, you know, which cost them the last game, and then they create a new one. They go back to taking these shots, man. I don't understand some of our shots. I mean, Willie Green said it perfectly as far as running those offensive sets and taking shots without nobody else touching the ball, or just one pass and taking shots. Like, almost every time they did that, the majority of the time they missed it. You know what I mean? It's just, you're letting the defense off the hook with shots like that. Not that we don't have guys that can make them, but it's like, why take such a difficult shot if you don't have to? You know what I mean? So fundamentals, Q. Fundamentals again cost us the game, bro.
Yeah, I know. And it's frustrating, man. That's why I always adhere to the statistics. And you look at it right now, as it's a good moment to go over it. You alluded to the attempts. We had almost 20 more field goal attempts than the Sacramento team at home, and we still couldn't turn it into extra pointage to help us propel us to a win. 50%, they shot 40 of 80. We were 42 of 98 for 43%. They were 9 of 27 from downtown for 33.3%. Pelicans were 9 of 34 for 26.5%. And the key stat that, if you're looking at the stats, looking for something that's outstanding, it's the free throws.
That percentage, boy.
They were the Sacramento Kings shot 24 of 25, missed one free throw for excellent 96%. The Pelicans, same amount of free throw attempts, hit 16 of 25. The Pelicans hit they hit a few more shots there. They make this a game, or perhaps they even take the game. So, I mean, we leaving points at the charity stripe, and it's a free throw line. It's called free. That's supposed to be the easiest shot on the court, besides a layup.
Not for us at times.
16 of 25 for 64% is absolutely ridiculous for us to miss that many free throws. And at home, 49 to 45 on the rebounds there. Advantage Pelicans. The assists, Sacramento 19 led that with 19 of 18. Pelicans with 9 to 4 on the steal attempts. Block 65, Pelicans advantage. And they did hold the turnovers down, only committing 10 turnovers.
Yes, they did.
For 14 points off of turnovers, 14 turnovers by Sacramento, 21 points off. Pelicans had 13-8 on the fast break points, and also won the points in the paint battle, 54-48. But when the time really mattered, Pelicans led by just as much as 3 during the game, as Sacramento was able to kind of expound on the lead thanks to Darren Fox's his play. But the reality at the end of the day is Pelicans, man, free throws, it's always the fundamental. In close games like this, these free throws tend to add up, and we couldn't get it. So, DC, go ahead and talk about the statistics
before we jump to the individuals.
Yeah, man. The fast break points too is another one that stands out. Obviously, the free throws is the one we want to get to talk about. But the fact that they had more fast break points than Sacramento, like, is it's mind numbing, as David Griffin would say, bro. Because Sacramento, I think, leads the league in fast break points. So we neutralized that, and we were having transition defensive problems. We fixed that. You know what I mean? Fix our rebounding problem, bro. And then shoot 64% from the free throw line after being the 7th ranked team in the NBA in free throw percentage. We've actually been shooting better. You know, my thoughts is shooting go along with coaching. You know what I mean? I don't think Willie's doing a bad job. I'm not saying that, but I don't know if maybe the way they organize their practice, what I don't. It looked like some of the guys ain't had their legs, man. Bi to me definitely looked tired. I mean, he had more air balls tonight than I've ever seen him have. Probably had about 3 of them tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if that's a factor. You know, ain't letting them off the hook because they should have hit them damn free throws. But I'm wondering why. Like, how do you go from averaging 80 on the season to just dropping to 64? It's crazy, man. It's like we at home. You're supposed to be happy at home. You're supposed to have home cooking and all of this. We probably shoot worse at home, free throws, 3-pointers, everything, than we do on the damn road. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So pull the stats back up, see if I want to cover another one. But the free throw percentage, encouraged by the fast break points, knowing that they could follow game planning. So that's good. And 3-point percentage, Q, 26%. Not that Sacramento shot a whole lot better, which we made some adjustments during halftime because they was lighting us up before that. But we went 9 for 34 from 3-point line, man. Whew. It's almost like a repeat story of the last 3 games. We just ain't been shooting the 3 ball good, man. It's like B.I. and Devontae Graham are the only guys who can hit them. I'm actually encouraged when I see Herb Jones take them, man. Jonas Valanciunas hit one tonight, but man, NAW, bro. NAW. He missed a whole bunch of 3-pointers tonight too. You can't go out there, miss free throws. You know what I'm saying? Shoot damn near under 40% for most of the game. And just not execute your offense or get into it quick. Like I'm surprised we ain't had no shot clock violations. We just fumble around with the ball, dribbling all the time, not really passing, setting up nothing. Can't do all of that, bro, and then expect to win. You know what I mean? They did cut the turnovers down, which is good. They did rebound. They fixed that. But then they create some more problems, bro. It's almost like having a hole in the boat and just keep with a bucket trying to dump water out, only for it to fill right back up. So we got to get to the fundamentals and learn how to play simple basketball. So we back to that. You know what I mean? Simple basketball, Q. We win this game. Sacramento, it was right there for us. Every time we get within we get to where we get a 2-point lead or tie the game up, we just go down by 10 points. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, bro. They ain't got no other stats I want to talk about. It's just the free throws for me and the 3-point percentage, bro. Is the 2 ones that you could look at and points directly towards what happened. Bad shot selection, inefficient offense, and just not able to nail gimme shots. Like, you can't make free throws. It's crazy how many we miss.
Yeah, it's so disheartening, man.
D. Thomas said Herb seems like our smartest player sometimes, and you're right. And that is saying a mouthful. A rookie.
Yeah, this is and he plays with intelligence and hustle and
a lot of awareness.
Yeah, he's a smart player, man. He brings a lot of positiveness to the starting lineup. But my goodness, man, it's just looking at the Pelicans playing basketball. They're just so undisciplined at times, and so exhibits so much low IQ basketball. It's like he might have to strip this team down, fundamentally speaking, and reintroduce his scheme that way, because maybe he's thinking, okay, you guys understand what fundamentalism is. But going back to free throw drills and going back to doing it all over free throw
Minutes,
drills and
Q.
all that, man.
I like NAW, and I think he can turn it around. I don't think his minutes should get cut, but I think we got to realize that we can't play him and Devontae Graham out there at the same time. They too much of similar type guys offensively. You know what I mean? Unless
Thank you, brother.
somebody can change their mindset. Like, you're right. You might have to strip that down or get more creative with how they do it. I like his defensive effort, but man, it's just like so many things. So many times I see guys open when they do cut, you know what I mean? And they don't see them. Other times when they had a ball, like dudes just stand around. They ain't doing nothing because they know they're not going to pass it to them. So it's like, it's just, it's crazy. The guys are not in the right spots. Brandon Ingram constantly having to tell people where to be, and it's frustrating, bro. But this is basically like, I guess, the real preseason for us. If you want to break it down to what a regular season normally is, we didn't have a regular training camp, so trying to work through it, Q.
Yeah, let's get individual and get into that, because that's prevalent. Top scorer for tonight was Big V. He finished with 24 points in 32 minutes of action. He was 10 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. And he was 50%, 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. Wasn't charity for him. 24 points, 13 boards for him. He also had 5 turnovers in the matchup and 2 blocks. So, I mean, he had a couple of steals too. And, of course, you look at Brandon Ingram, who was the second leading scorer with 22 points in 36 minutes, 9 of 22 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, another 50% performance at the line there. We needed both those guys to hit those free throws, man, and it just kind of rolled downhill, so to speak. We need to get better at shooting the free throws, because a higher percentage of free throw hitting would have led to a win. And you're going to get games where the free throws would decide the win or loss factor, and this was one of the games where free throws could have put you over. 22 from BI, 16 from Devontae Graham. He finished with 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in the matchup. He was 4 of 16 from the field, struggled that hit 4 of 11 from downtown. He was 4 of 5 at the charity stripe, finished with 16 in 33 minutes. NAW, 11 points tonight in 28 minutes. He was 5 of 16 from the field. He was a horrible 1 of 7 from downtown again. 11 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. He had a couple blocks and 4 rebounds. And the 11-point performance, and then off the bench, top scorer was Jackson Hayes with 9.6 rebounds in 14 minutes for Jackson Hayes. Dude was 0 for 2 from downtown trying to shoot the 3. They just left him there. 6 points from Josh Hart came in for 22 minutes, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Trey Murphy, the third, 22 minutes. He took 3 attempts from the field. He's 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. He finished with 3 points and a steal and a rebound. Not much going on there. Najee Marshall in 13 minutes had 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists in the matchup. No Billy Hernan Gomez, KLJ, 15 minutes, 1 of 3, 2 points from KLJ in 15 minutes, 6 rebounds for the youngster. Not going on, but no Billy Hernan Gomez tonight, and no Holmes, as DJ wants Holmes in there. No Sanaronsky, no none of that stuff. But I can tell you what we got is another loss. Now, fundamentals a big part of this thing, man. You got to be able to hit those free throws. And then, of course, you look at what the Kings did. Their top scorer was, of course, Fox. 23 points, DC, 5 assists, 7 rebounds in 37 minutes of action. 21
lineup killed us except for Hawkless.
21 from Holmes, and 6 on the rebounds. Day. He was plus minus. He's plus 10 tonight from him. 17 from Halliburton in 31 minutes of action. He had 17 points, 8 assists as he was doing his job facilitating. And 18 from Harrison Barnes, that old Pelican killer. He had 18 and 12, 18 points, 12 rebounds in 37 minutes of action. Then off the bench, Buddy Hield lit the Pelicans up for 30 minutes, played starter minutes off the bench. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown on his former team. 20 points on the afternoon, 6 rebounds for Buddy Hield. 20 off the bench. 113-109 is the score there, DC. feel free to attack the individuals.
First off, I want to start off by talking about somebody from Sacramento, brothers. You went over their stats, and I just couldn't believe that Holmes dropped 21 on us, bro. Like Holmes was killing us with that little step in teardrop shot he had, man. He kept hitting that shot. It's crazy. We couldn't neutralize that guy, man. He went 7 for 8. Then on top of that, he was giving hella effort defensively as he usually does.
He was 7 to 7 from the charity stripe too.
7 for 7 from free throw line, which I thought him and who was it? Was it Halliburton or the other guy? I thought some of they Halliburton didn't get a lot of them, man. But some of the foul calls they gave to them, it was like
8.
Yeah, Halliburton killed us too. But you know that dude is talented. We knew that, and I think we probably would have drafted him. We was this close to having him instead of Kyra, honestly, Q. Because if he slipped to Sacramento was one team in front of us. I think they would have drafted him instead of Kyra. But man, Holmes goes 7 for 7, bro, and he get to the line 7 times. Like that's crazy. I mean, some of those times they fouled him, bro, but they wasn't calling it the same on both ends to me. I mean, I know we went to the line. It was pretty even the amount of times, but maybe I'm just being biased, but I just felt like some of the fouls they was getting was like bullshit. I think that flagrant foul that they gave to Trey Murphy when what was that, Buddy Hield, I think, took that shot. That killed us, man. That wasn't no damn flagrant, bro. It was a regular foul. You know what I mean? That wound up being a 5-point swing, and it's just like after that happened, we never really got it back together after that. But yeah, Holmes with 21, bro. That's I couldn't believe that when you was going over that. But as far as our guys, BI, man, that was a hard ass 22 points he got, Q.
I know. 22
points off of 22 shots. Went to the line 4 times. BI misses 2 free throws. Every once in a while he missed 1, but he don't normally miss 2, man. Leading the way as a leader, man. You got to get back in the lab, hit them free throws, bro. I did see him trying, though. I mean, B.I. was trying to make it easy for himself. I think he was dribbling a little too much, holding on the ball too much. But I seen him looking for guys, man, and trying to get guys involved. You know, I like that, but, man, he just had an off game, bro. I don't know if he ain't had no legs. I don't know what it was, but that was an ugly game to me by B.I. Loved his effort, though. He was out there trying on defense. He tried to get his teammates involved. He ain't have it tonight, man. Herb Jones, though, bro, with 12 points, you know, he came up with 2 steals. No rebounds, ironically. He got 1 rebound tonight. It's a little weird for Herb. But, man, I like what I saw from him offensively, man. And he basically got all of those points without nobody initiating nothing from him. It was pretty much they passed it to him. A couple of times he was open or some deflections or something, and he turned that into points, man. So shout out to him, bro. He probably was the most impressive guy tonight. Just looking at the full impact, you know what he's gonna give you defensively. He did a good job on De'Aaron Fox for the most part when he was on him. De'Aaron Fox didn't torch us for 40. Every time he plays, he normally torch us for 40 until we put Herb Jones on him. So give him a shout out. Valanciunas, 24. 13, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Valanciunas did everything he needed to do for us to win. You know what I mean? 10 for 14. Can't be mad at Big V, bro. I wish they'd have gave him the ball more, honestly. But everybody else after that, Q, it was just disappointing. Very disappointing. Devontae Graham, you know, he hit some shots, done some stuff late in the shot clock. Pretty much game over, kind of kept us in it. Almost snuck in there, maybe got one or gave us a chance. So that was dope. But, man, just offensively, we look discombobulated, bro. And Kyra probably the worst guy off the bench for me tonight, man. I mean, so many times. You could hear, I heard Coach Willie Green on the sideline yelling at him, Kyra, go. Kyra, go. He gets over there. He get up to he passes half court and get in that little corner over there close to the camera on the right side, and he set up the offense. I seen him make some nice looks for people, which is good. I seen him getting the offense initiated. But other than that, he don't do shit. Like I just wish he was more aggressive, man. I don't know if he, in his mind, you think he out there with the starters or something? Like you out there with the bench guys, man. Go, we need you to go make something happen.
He go pass the ball, set somebody up, and disappear, and wait for
I don't get it.
He got his game is movement, man. And
Did they tell him to practice his game as if he was gonna be playing with Zion more or something? It's almost like he trying to focus on becoming a guy that's gonna stand around
a spot up
stand
shooter.
around, like stand around the 3-point line. He don't use his speed much. When he does use it and blow by people, I'm like, oh, good, go ahead and score, and he just passes it. Like, what
then he takes himself out of the game. Yeah, I know. And then
it's so like, frustrating because it's like you could see it, and it's like, dude, you could easily be scoring right now. They really can't keep up with you. Just on speed, he ain't even got to shake nobody. He could just blow by people. Yeah. They physically cannot keep up with him, and he refuses to use it. Q, I don't get it. You're going to the bench. You're gonna go back to the bench. If I'm go back to the bench, I would want to be dog ass tired and give it everything I got. Najee ain't been playing great, but I love his mentality. When he come out there, he give it everything he got. You know what I'm saying? He go back to the bench, whether he play good or bad. You can't say he ain't try. Not to say Kyra not trying, but it's just no level of aggression with him. You know what I mean?
No, he might as well be slow as hell because he not taking advantage of none of that guy giving abilities.
B.I. heard you too. B.I. heard you.
I know.
He heard you talk about that first step, boy. He blew past you, boy, tonight.
I seen him. He was the only one that seen it, man. We was talking about how slow that first step. Do you see that first step?
He got one tonight.
It's mummy level. Yeah. That's the thing. And see, that can open up his game if he can improve the speed on that first step, and getting around him. Because he's long. He take these long strides. If he picked it up and got a little bit more speed with it, he can cut into the lane here. But it's funny. But yeah, KLJ is an issue, man, and we don't have time for him to figure the confidence aspect of it. We just have to send him down to the G League and give somebody who plays with passion. And I don't know if Willie Green opened up the bench to guys like Alvarado or Billy Hernan Gomez, guys that will come in and help you out. They'll dive on the floor. They'll play with passion and intensity. They'll play like this the last game that they ever played. Well, KLJ just passes the ball and disappears somewhere. I mean,
Jackson Hayes had had that energy tonight. Q, I gotta say that.
Yeah, he was.
I felt like could have played better
shots today. Yeah, he jacked up two of them, but they didn't go down. But
well, because they wasn't respecting him. I think
with good reason.
It got in his head because they went out there, man. As soon as he got out there, Jackson Hayes was at 3-point line, Q, and nobody came out. It was like he was so open, he was shocked. He must have waited about 3 or 4 seconds. Then he finally shot it. I'm like, why would you shoot it now? Then they did it again. They did it to him again. And he passed the ball out of that shit. I'm like, dude, you've been practicing all off. Shoot that shit. Like you're wide open. I'm talking about nobody within 7 or 8 feet of him, Q. You got to shoot that. It's a practice. You got to shoot that. But especially if you consider yourself, been working on that.
That was a confidence check. And he passed it. He failed it. I mean, in terms of taking a shot.
He took a one later that was pretty in rhythm. I mean, it just didn't go down. It didn't look bad though. Just didn't go down.
KB Flame says, very serious to see what y'all think Griffin's thinking about right now as his future. Also, his future
clown.
Also, do you think it's time to start Murphy with BI on the wing with our record so bad to experiment?
I think what they're doing with Murphy, I like what they're doing. They're giving Murphy 22 minutes.
Off the bench with a unit that won't impact his offensive production.
Well, they putting him out there with
KLJ damn sure ain't gonna get in the way of him scoring, DC. That's
they putting him out there. They putting him out there with Devontae Graham and Jonas Valanciunas. I don't think they figured out how to be able to hit because I see him open sometimes, but they can't always get the pass there. I like him better when he play with BI. Usually when he make a three or something, it usually come when he plays with BI instead of going in a lineup without BI. So Willie, he's experimenting with stuff, but I don't want him a starter. I think they're gonna ride with NAW, man, because he really got to figure it out. for us to be successful without Zion. He's really our maybe third, probably best scorer all around. I mean, Devontae Graham's a better shooter than him, obviously, but all around score, I still don't think Devontae Graham is better than NAW when he got it going. So I think they got to stick with him in the starting lineup, man.
All right, DC, let's move past the Sacramento atrocity, man, and move on to the next one. That actually tomorrow.
This shit was
at 6
depressing,
o'clock.
bro. It was
I
getting
know.
depressing, bro, talking about this, man. I keep
Yeah.
finding shit wrong the more we talk.
Yeah, let's move on to the next matchup. Of course, as you can see it on screen, we got the New York Knicks, who are playing really good basketball, by the way. They're playing really good, talented basketball. They're 4-1 right now. They took down the Chicago Bulls in a really in a close game. You can see right here, 104 to 103. They beat the Bulls, and they are 4-1 right now, and 2-0 in a row. So they're playing real good. And as you can see, the top statistical indicator is Randall. He's playing on another level right now. 23 points per contest, 40.6 on the field goal percentage. He's an 82.4.
Shooting better free throws than BI? That's crazy.
John Randall's averaging 12, so he's 23, 12.2 a game and 7 assists. So he's leading the team in all three of the major statistical categories: points, rebounds, and assists. Is John Randall's squad.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you see BI 25.6
Julius Randall, big brother.
What I said.
You keep calling the man John Randall.
John Randall, my bad. Julius Randall. There you go. All right, I'm thinking about the Hall of Famer defensive tackle. Oh yeah, Julius
from Minnesota.
From Minnesota, yeah. Julius Randall. Yeah. So EBI 25.6 for as a scorer. Big V 15 rebounds per game. Tell him to compare that to Steven Adams. You look at Graham at 5.2 on the assist right there, DC. As you can see, those are three different players, three different leaders in those statistical categories versus Julius dominating those top ones. And of course, you look at the injury report right here. As currently, we know Zion and Garrett Temple are out. Nerlens Noel might not play in the matchup tomorrow. And like we're saying, the Bulls coming over some pretty good wins right now. They're feeling good about themselves as they stop Chicago. We can't get we are up and down, as you can see, all these games from the Philadelphia game, 3 losses in a row, then a win, then a loss. It's not looking good.
It's complete opposite for the Knicks, huh?
Yeah, the Knicks are doing it all.
Yeah, the exact opposite.
They are winning games. They had a tough one against Boston in overtime. 2 overtimes they won. They destroyed our Magic that they were supposed to do. Magic come back and slipped them one. Philly, they took down Philly, team we couldn't beat, and Chicago, a team we couldn't beat. So, they're playing really good basketball. They're 4-1. They're 2-0 on the road. The Pelicans are 1-5 and 0-3 at home. Have not been able to get it together at home. 0-3. So, man, this is a big problem right here. Let's go into this one. Delve into this one, DC. This is going to be a tough game to take down this New York Knicks club. We used to make fun of the Knicks. The Knicks ain't the team.
Make fun of no more. Bro.
No, the Knicks have built this thing up pretty strong.
Yeah, they have, man. This is one of those games that you would expect the Pelicans to lose, but I think the exact opposite is gonna happen. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna beat the Knicks. One thing I know for sure is their starting center, Mitchell Robinson. He came back, but I think he blew his shoe out or something. He was a little banged up from that. And we got Big V, man. I think we're gonna put him in foul trouble with Big V, man. So, and then they don't have Nerlens Noel is out, the other backup center. So I don't know who they're gonna play at center. But in my opinion, if they play Taj Gibson at center, then they may give us the ability to be able to go small with our bench unit.
It's gonna be Gibson,
and I think that's a positive for us. Like when we're able to get all of those wings out there, you play Trey Murphy, Herb together, BI or whatever, and we had that smallish unit. I think it could benefit us. Or even if we want to take and allow Jackson Hayes to be out there without him contending with a regular level center, I think it also could help. So you still got to deal with Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose. I really don't believe we have an answer for Derrick Rose. I'm going to just take his 15, 18 points and just put him down right now. KLJ ain't no answer for Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose going to cook us. I'm just embracing that because I already know it's going to happen. We got to work on Kemba Walker. I think it's a good time to allow Devontae Graham to actually stick a point guard. I think he's good enough to be able to stick Kemba Walker. If that ain't working, we put Herb on him. But Herb is probably maybe they put him on Julius Randle. I don't know if they consider him too strong, but I don't want BI on him. So I like to see Herb matched up with Julius Randle. And I think BI is good enough to match up with RJ Barrett. So then you got NAW on Aaron Fournier. I like those matchups, Q. You know, but they nice though. That's right. They do have a nice little squad. But I like the way we match up with them. You know, their bench unit basically consists of D Rose. I mean, you got Obi Toppin, top 5, top 3 pick a couple of years ago, and Taj Gibson. You know, Manuel Quigley is pretty good too. Alex Burke ain't bad either. So you know, they're a pretty decent team all the way around. But I just like the way we match up with them, man. They don't have anybody to me that I think gonna just put like 40 or 50 on our head. So I think we can maintain and I don't anticipate the Pelicans to play as bad offensively 2 nights in a row as they played tonight. So yeah, Kemba Walker, he's averaging 14. They play good as a unit, and they're gonna play good damn defense too with Tibbs. So we already know that. But I think the Pels get this one, though, Q. What you see, man?
I see a problem.
But it's a problem. It is the problem.
It's a problem looking at him because Kemba Walker averaging 14, almost 15 points a game. Fournier, who's a shooter, moved over from Orlando, fits well in what they're doing. He's averaging 17 points a contest. And then you're looking at guys like RJ Barrett, who's averaging, I think, 14 points, 13, almost 14 points a game. You see 13.6 from RJ Barrett, who's
everybody doing their part, huh?
Everybody doing their thing. Julius, of course, we showed you, he's the top guy. 23, 12, and 7 from him.
Force him to shoot 3-pointers, Q. That's all we got to do.
Yeah, no, they pretty rough. And of course, you look at D Rose, he averaging 14 points in off the bench doing this thing, almost 4 assists a contest.
He gonna get about 4 or 5 more of them against us. That's the one thing I know gonna happen. That always happens. D Rose tear our ass up every time we play.
Yeah, they and the Knicks are well. And the thing that the Knicks are really good at doing, they're a very good defensive club, and they could force the Pelicans, who are very haphazardly casual team in terms of it's not hard to force turnovers from the Pelicans, to be honest with you. The Pelicans,
we doing better in the last 3 games.
You got 10
better with that.
Well, you did. You got 10 of them. Only gave up 10 turnovers.
Now we easy. We're easy to play defense again. That's what I think it really is. Q. What do we really do that makes them like, oh my God, we got to try to stop this? You know, Brandon Ingram get it going with that little mid range for about 3 or 4 shots, and then he's gonna cool off.
Yeah, he cools off because they'll start doubling them, or they'll get guys in front of them to force them to kick, and then
we don't have an answer other than that.
No,
we dump it in the Valanciunas. We're gonna scare you like that for a little. Then when y'all double him, we ain't got to answer for that shit.
Then he looks for BI, or he finds somebody else who doesn't have the high hand because they're not circulating the ball around.
Graham ain't hitting his threes.
Wasn't it Willie that said that the ball is energy, that the ball finds energy? Well, how do you get the energy if you let everybody touch the damn ball, let it circulate around? And we're not doing that.
We're not letting enough people love on the ball, Q.
Well, I mean, DC is
we're being selfish with the ball. We're trying to keep all the ball's love and energy to ourselves. We got to let everybody get a chance to love the ball.
Well, you can love the ball all you want. All I'm saying at the end of the day is other factors that go along with that, the fundamental stuff that we not.
Love is all you need.
No, love is a start.
Love conquers all, Big Q.
It's a start, DC. It's a start. Because you rather use love energy than the hate energy, and that's the energy that burns you up. Now, there's some people that use hateful energy.
I heard
Willie, but it burns up quick though.
Willie say there's only one thing you can hate. He allows one thing to be hated. Q. Hate losing. You can hate losing.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's the only thing you can hate.
I would say ban the use the word hate, and you can dislike.
You can't say it. But you can't hate losing, but you can't say it.
You dislike losing. That's what Coach Willie would say.
Damn, that take all the sting off of it.
No, you dislike losing, you know.
It sounds so political. I dislike losing.
We dislike it here. But
Just
look at the mannerisms of Willie Green through all these really hard losses. Where you see he gets more and more animated per game. He was cool and calm at first. Now you see him yelling and pointing, and and all this kind. So he's getting a little bit more animated because
man, that tough love. I try to love you with the velvet glove.
Yeah,
Baby.
but
Gotta bring that iron fist
But
up.
then sooner or later you got to get to a point where if you're not getting that out of a KLJ or any of these other guys, you're gonna have to start bringing in some of these guys like an Alvarado. You got to see what they can do. You've got to, because we did the same thing last year. We don't be found guilty of the same thing that happened with Mr. Rock and Roll last year when he was forced to play guys due to injury. When we need to, as opposed to forcing getting guys to play based on inactivity or non-productiveness from these players, is not doing what they're supposed to do. KLJ is not playing with any passion. He's not attacking the paint. You think Alvarado won't? Alvarado get out there. He'll play with passion. He'll play with. He'll give you a lot.
He ain't gonna play scared. I can tell you that.
No, he gonna be slapping his hands together,
scared.
getting in front of you. All that. He gonna bring a spark that I don't see. That's out there, and we need guys like that. We need
to give DJ guy Hummus when you see what he got.
I don't know about Hummus, but I give DJ that because DJ
can't hurt. We see what they got.
DJ cooked you on those picks last year.
Man,
so I mean, I have to
once every show, huh?
What?
Never get old with you, huh?
What?
Then he talk about those picks. It was one pick.
Did he cook you? Did he cook you?
Will Magny, yeah, because I said Will Magny will never make the team and all of this. I talk big shit about Will Magny, and that man made the team.
Will Magny, though, bro. It wasn't just Will Magny. It was several other players.
Well, I told him, man. I said
he wasn't just talking about one undrafted guy.
You always talking about these G League players. You always talking about these G League players. Man, them dudes ain't gonna do nothing. I like Najee Marshall. I said that much, and then he went on, and we went on with the show. He was like, "Why you always do that with DG?" Blah blah blah. And then Will Magny made the team. We got Najee Marshall. He looked
DJ
good.
cooked your ass.
And there goes the legend of Big Q bringing this bullshit up every show ever since.
The legend of Big Q bringing it. The fact that you got cooked by DJ.
They get cooked. I wouldn't call it that. Well, if you call my Will Magny, because I put some extra spice on him, I say he was gonna get cut. So I was dead wrong about that shit. And I had to apologize to the man.
You was dead wrong about several things. I'm telling you, it wasn't just one per guy.
You be wrong all the time. You be wrong about the damn time for the show, every show. So don't start that shit. All right.
Bro, it's hard.
We all make mistakes.
But it's hard, DJ. I'm the DJ. He heard.
You calling me DJ?
No, I'm saying DJ heard what you said about his picks last year. And in terms of the time for the show, it's hard matching up my U.S. time clock.
Nobody want to hear them excuses.
It's hard.
We ain't got to get 2 watches. Like Kevin Gates got 2 phones. You get 2 watches. You'll be all right.
Dude, it's hard for me to match my time frame to your Jamaican time frame, bro. So I mean, hell, man, what you expect?
I be on time.
No, you don't be on time. It's hard to get matching up that Jamaican time frame, boy. I don't want to learn all international time. Shit, I'm a U.S. It's hard. DC.
U.S. time ain't working for you.
It's working for me. Your Jamaican time frame is not working.
So it's all my fault.
Brethren.
It's all gonna be my fault.
Brethren. Take that.
Big questionable. See, that's why I call your ass that.
But see, bro, the whole bottom line with you is that you won't give DJ his credit. That's why
I gave him, man, his credit. I gotta give him credit for something every show that happened 2 years ago.
Okay, let me ask DJ. DJ, how many people did you cook him on? Was it just Will Magny or was it more than Will Magny? Put it in the chat. You're gonna see.
This man here.
Oh, you don't want to know that.
Will. The only time I disagreed with the man was with Will Magny.
DC, you're having too many chewables. I told you off top.
Chewables.
Yeah, you got the chewables.
Man, I don't take no vitamins, man. What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The chewables.
I don't do that. That's dangerous.
No, it's not. Not for you. What's up? Welcome to the show, Kenneth. What's up, fam?
What's up, family?
DJ.
What's up, DJ?
So DJ can tell the truth right now. DJ, about DC's, you cooked him on those undrafted guys. How many guys did you tell him about that DC made fun of you about last year?
He talking about that wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago, Q.
Unmute yourself, DJ.
Talking about last year,
Stop misdirecting, DC.
I'm not misdirected. I'm telling the truth.
Unmute yourself, DJ.
That was 2 years ago. Hey, DJ playing the game or something, man. He ain't trying to talk to you.
What's
DJ,
up,
can you hear me? What's up, Kenneth?
What's up, Kenneth?
Go ahead, Kenneth, bro. Welcome to the stream. The floor is yours, my friend.
Not much. I'm chilling. Good seeing you guys. Yeah, tonight's game, it seemed like we never really had. It seemed like everybody was exhausted. It seemed lethargic tonight. It seemed like we came like off the loss. It seemed like we was just got out the wind knocked out of us, knowing that we gave away a game to a team we could have beat. So I saw that a lot on the faces. I was kind of mad with the coach rotations too, seeing that he's been playing the players way longer like than they should. I think personally they should be out there. I wish he would play the guys, other guys a little bit longer.
You
I mean, he has a
you seen our bench unit?
yeah. I know he has a but you seen how like at least Herb he is getting a little bit of aggression going with him since he's been out there. Jackson Hayes picked it up a little bit, learning the team together. I don't know what's going on with Kyra. I thought last game he did. I thought he did play pretty well. I thought he played like he was supposed to play at least a little bit. He was attacking the rim, making some plays, passing the ball, getting assists and stuff like that. So I mean, tonight just seemed like they just didn't want to win most of the game. It just seemed like they didn't want to win the game.
They didn't want to win. You said, Kenneth.
It seemed like they didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like they didn't want to go out there and give it a day all. You know what I'm saying? They probably was thinking about the back-to-back or something like that. Something was didn't seem like the team I saw a night ago.
That could be very possible. I'm sure, yeah, that back-to-back, you think about it. You know what I mean? Got to come out here and do this again tomorrow. But I thought Willie, as far as the minutes he gave him, I didn't think it was bad. Maybe he could have played different people together. I mean, that's what you're saying, just as far as the minutes, as far as the lineup, or you just thought the lineups, the people he picked were bad.
No, not the people he picked. I'm saying the minutes. I do think the starting lineup should change, though. I think I didn't know Josh Hart was back this game until he got out there. So, but I think Josh Hart should come to the starting lineup and he should put Nikhil on the bench.
Josh Hart, he ain't look bad though. Other when he tried to take them damn threes tonight, man.
Yeah, he didn't look bad at all. I mean,
none of his 3 shots looked like they could have possibly went in.
Yeah, I mean, that's just from being out the game, though. That's probably just being out the game. He only played
before he got hurt. It wasn't looking too good either. I mean, it was just
he was hitting them a little bit. It wasn't like nothing spectacular. But
you talking about game one?
I'm talking about the preseason.
I don't remember him hitting them in the preseason.
We gonna see some in preseason.
We'll get to see tomorrow. But I mean, hey, it can't hurt.
I think that shit just because I mean, he is pretty bad, but it's not like he's a bad player or nothing like that. But I think more just because of the just understanding what they need to do. Like we were saying with the Knicks, how they know what they need to do and know how to play.
Hey, like
the Knicks looking real good.
I want to restart my phone.
All right, DJ.
The Knicks looking real good though.
You don't think benching though could possibly make the situation worse? Because him coming off the bench, this how he would look coming off the bench.
I don't think so. I think him being out there with the second unit gives him a little bit more like I think it would encourage him a little bit more just to see that, all right, now I need to really figure out what I'm gonna do on the team. Like I need to find out because it's not like he's gonna start when
he gonna jack up more shots when you put him in that type of scenario.
Now let's really get him under his thumb though, DC. You gotta know when to put them shots up and when not to, bro. You know when you cold as a Cuban man was 1 of 7 tonight, bro.
Yeah. He started off positive, I thought, with the way he tried to go about it. He just reverted back to and he made a few layups and he's like, they gonna fall now.
Yeah, ONEW dies hard. Huh? Man, let me tell you something, bro. That whole deal with the free throws, like Slim just mentioned, man, that going over the numbers, fundamentals is big here, man. And if we clean that, we hit those free throws, man, we had an opportunity in this thing. But I mean, that's part of the fundamental theme of the show. But Nola Danke, welcome to the stream, my brother. How you doing?
How y'all doing, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear
What's
you.
up, brother?
Appreciate you on the super chat, my brother, and welcome to the stream. The floor is yours, my brother.
Oh man, what's happening? What's
good,
baby?
I just want to show love consistently, man. I appreciate the show, man. I think I found you guys a couple of months ago, and you guys always do a good job, man. So I want to say thank you. And everybody need to hit that like button, man. Show these guys some love and super chat if you got it, man. It's the only show I can find on YouTube, showing the Pelicans consistent love after the game, good broadcast, you can call in. Nobody else doing it like y'all, man. So you got to show these guys some love. But I'm a little frustrated too, man, watching, listening to everybody else. But I mean, I got to be honest, man. I'm looking at the box score right now. Nikhil is a -12, man, plus minus. He's not giving us nothing. I think the problem right now is not our defense, man. It's the offense. Like, we can't consistently. Our backcourt is hit or miss, and it's crazy. I'm looking at Josh, Trey Murphy, and Herb Jones right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm more confident in them than the guys that's been on the team. I'm more confident in what they're going to give us than the guys that's been in the program for a couple of years. So it's kind of frustrating. At the same time, you got to be realistic and say, okay, we young. We need Zion back, man. This team is built around Zion. Everything moves around Zion. The spacing, the bench. They was killing us in that pick and roll, man. Valanciunas, he's good offensively, but in that pick and roll, they kept running it down the stretch. We couldn't stop it because of him.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't take him out the game because he's giving you offense.
Yep.
So when the backcourt not giving you offense, you got to keep Big Z on the floor.
Uh-oh. We lost.
He was going in, man. Wanted to hear what else he had to say.
Connect back, Danke. Something. I think your feed cut out on you, bro.
But he was right. They was attacking Big V, man. It was the way they was playing defense too, man. They had like a weird what type of zone that was, Q? What they was running, man? Because that was like a zone coverage they was running when they kept killing us with that pick and roll, man. It wasn't regular man to man.
Yeah, one of the family members was saying that Elvin Gentry, he was a assistant coach on that Sacramento club. He was smiling from ear to ear. He was drinking. He was drinking that Heavenly Hill with a smile at night. I can tell you what, man.
I wonder if anybody had talked to him after the game, be like, "We upgraded, coach."
Nah, you can't do that after you got your ass kicked. You can't go over there and say that.
They play like a better team than what Elvin Gentry would have did, though. We probably would have lost the same game too.
I think honestly, I noticed something when we play guys that used to be a part of our coaching staffs. It'd be some of our hardest games, man. Like they know our weaknesses. We still got a lot of them same players. We had the same issue with Chris Finch.
Can't help us win, but they sure can help us lose.
Oh yeah, because they know all your weak points, and
how you go to the Timberwolves and start balling out? They look like they got a good team this year.
I mean, you got a good foundation, bro, and they healthy. That's what I was going to say.
Finch's background, I mean, his sticking is his defensive acumen.
Big man too. He do good with big man.
That's right. That's what it's about, and that's why you see Big Cat's going to develop there. And of course, if D'Angelo Russell can remain healthy and Ant-Man, they can play together. Minnesota and
Ant-Man look amazing. Q, I like him a lot. Bro.
They'll be a contender. They'll be a team that we have to contend with in the West coming up, man. So I mean, you're looking at teams like the Pelicans who need to get in that mix with Minnesota and the Memphises and all these teams are trying to,
Sacramento looking good too.
Yeah, I know that's a bit of thing with Sacramento is injuries and of course which system works well for the talent that they have because they have so many great and talented players. Right. I mean, they have you've seen what Fox does, and people don't really talk about
Davion Mitchell too.
But I'm saying Mitchell's the future, so Fox could be on the move. And
I think they're gonna make it work. Q. They look like they'll be willing to run all three of them dudes together at points.
But listen,
the way they play, all of them play defense.
Yeah, I mean they have.
I want to start Davion Mitchell though.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, not right now. Lineup where they play all three of them. He don't have to start. I know. He get a lot of minutes.
But man, they're pretty intriguing team. But the Pelicans have to find a way to beat these teams, man. All these teams, man. We just keep losing in at home, and we can't complain about the referees not giving us the opportunity this time around, man. We squandered. That's what I was saying the last time with them open ass against Atlanta. We should have beat Atlanta. Letting them have these second chance shots, these easy stick back second hand shots, not blocking out. And then of course now it goes from that to you can't hit the free throws to get you the matchup.
It's always something, bro.
It's fundamentals is what it is, fam. It's fundamentals, whether it's offensive, defensive, principled fundamentals. They're not disciplined. And of course, one of the family members say, B. Thomas says undisciplined. You're right, bro. If you're not following the fundamentals, you're not doing it right, you are undisciplined. And that's what the Pelicans are. They're not overly undisciplined, but they do choose the hell of a time to start implementing their undisciplined strategy. And it's a part of what Willie Green has to do. He's going to have to strip away all of this dysfunction because, fam, man, we have a lot of bad basketball in our psyche from what we had
David Griffin for that shit, bro.
Elvin Gentry's time here, and then of course the time when we had with Stan Van Gundy and his bullshit. So I mean, when you finally get a good coach that could talk, you got to undo all of the funk and stink of what some of these guys had to get just to get them to see his way so they can play to his scheme and not just jam up the ball when BI gets in and has to start doing his thing and give it to Big V and it's a sharing show between BI and
the rest of us. We don't know what to do off ball.
They don't know what to do.
Herb Jones does. I see him make moves and he be in the right places and
but the rest
cutting
of
stuff and they don't see him. You know what I mean? But everybody else, we don't know what to do off ball. Devontae Graham, I don't see him making much movement or making it easy.
I feel like they don't run enough plays for him though. That's the other thing is I feel like they expect him to just get the ball at the last second and do something. They need to run something for him. I know he's the part guard. Huh?
I say that shit been working.
Yeah, I know that dude. That one-handed shot, leaning, all net was so crazy. That was so crazy, man. What you gotta say, DJ?
Yeah,
DJ.
Man, go ahead, DJ. Go ahead. Let DJ go, man. He been waiting a while.
First of all, what's going on, everybody?
What's good, bro?
As y'all all know, I work at the game, so the people that's walking around with the blue shirts, that's in like the 100 stands.
Right.
That's gonna be me out there.
All right, bro.
But I got like three questions. My 3 questions is why. I love the start. Love it. Don't get me wrong. It took us a while to get a little strong start. Jonas hit his first 3 as a Pelican.
Okay.
And I also say, and I'm going to keep iterating this, if they don't play a hummus at the 4, we're not going to win. We won 1, but other than that, we've been 0-4.
DC ain't gonna agree with you on that, DJ.
We are 0-4, y'all.
Wait, hold up.
Y'all
Big Q, you agree with him on that? You gonna throw me out there?
Y'all laughing at me now. But as soon as
hold on, DJ, before you start patting yourself on the back, let me ask you this, bro. How many players did you tell DC about that you was right about? Was it just one player? I want to know. I want to clear the air because I could have swore it was more than one. How many was it?
It was
easy. They hit the goddamn mute button.
At least 1 or 2. It could be 3, but at least one of
it was 3 in my.
There was
man, go ahead and name them.
Who were they?
I said it was Will Magny, Najee Marshall, and I think it was a point guard or like a center. I think it was another center or something. I don't know.
How you right about the center if he's not on the team? What I say about Najee Marshall?
Don't matter, DC.
I don't know. I gotta go read back. I gotta go re-watch that video.
What he said about Najee? You got cooked, man.
I agree with him on. I agree with him on Najee.
Take it cooking like a man.
I said Najee looked good before, but I shitted on Will Magny. I did.
DC, take your cooked plantains.
I said Will Magny wouldn't even make the team. They're gonna cut that man. DJ, what you talking about? They put him on the active roster. I said, boy, I was wrong.
Why y'all think they're not playing Thomas Satoransky?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
He had I'm wondering if he's still dealing with He had an illness. That's what I found. Remember when we watched him and there was a game and he looked real bad. I'm like, man, ain't no way this dude making $10 million, which we was clowning him and shit.
Yeah.
He was sick. I found out he was sick. So I don't know if maybe he's still. I don't know. They didn't say sick of being a Pelican. I don't know. But
I need to go up there and sit where he's sitting because I'm sick too.
I know he's making $10 million. You think they might be trading him
too.
or something? You think they might be trying to get rid of him or something?
I don't know. If they was trying to get rid of him, I mean, wouldn't it be in their best interest to play him? Unless it's just a money thing and we giving up a pick or something.
But it just degrade the value of him if you play him out there.
Can't get much lower than what it was. They already showed it can't do.
They might think something different of him. Once we put him out there, they gonna see him bumbling the ball.
He may be garbage, Colton, but the truth of the matter is we don't know.
No, the truth of the matter is that's $10 million on the bench. How you just got $10 million sitting on the bench?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with him. But I know that about 3 games ago we saw him, and that might have was it 2 games, might have been 2 or 3 games ago. He went out there and boy, he had like 3 turnovers back to back. And we ain't seen him since. He was sick that game. He was playing through an illness, though. I did remember reading that.
Willis sent that man to the Bermuda Triangle. You ain't never seen him again after that. Sandaransky, you got him on
that boy 6'7" point guard. Q can't get no
10, no minutes.
Yeah, that don't even make no sense. Like if we gonna have $10 million just sitting on the bench, might as well use it. It's better than Kyra.
Yeah.
He could do better than Kyra. I know that.
Yeah,
I mean at his best. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, it's a thing like you're looking at KLG and like, okay, how much of this is the octopus? You're trying to get him to get a certain amount of minutes to justify the pick. You know, that would look pretty bad if you send
David Griffin out there play Kyra over.
Why not?
But wasting $10 million, I don't get the $10 million part though. That's what I'm not. I can't figure out. Like how you just waste $10 million.
If you ain't learn right now, bro, our GM don't give a goddamn about common sense.
Sure don't, bro.
But then why did he play Eric Bledsoe for all that? Well, that's $20 million. I guess $20 million.
That was his guy. He the one probably drafted Eric Bledsoe. No, he didn't draft him. But he got him to Phoenix, and they tried to build the whole thing around him, made it to the playoffs and everything with Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe was nice back then.
David Griffin believed in him, bro. Well, what's up, brother Smash Adams, man? What's going on, man?
Man, nothing, bro. I'm
party
like,
over there, dog.
Bro, I'm like physically and mentally exhausted with the teams, man. I mean, this the 3rd game I went to.
We are lost, huh?
Bro, this the 3rd game I went to. I mean, I left early. It's like we ain't got fans there half the time. You know, I went to the Chappelle show. I'm talking about, I'm looking at how packed that is, and then you come back to the Pelicans game and you see how empty it is. It's like, I don't know who's the better players or anything. Like, at this point, I don't know what's going on and how could we be better. I have no answers for it. This been going on for like 5 years now, and I bet that's like a waste of season ticket. You know how much money I feel like I didn't waste it right now? It's like, I don't know what you could do at this point. I really think, at first I said if Zion played, at best we was going to be 5-5 after the first 10 games or whatever, right? We not looking at a possibility of being 1-9. That's crazy to me. No matter who
been better
on the
though with
floor.
Zion. We got a tough road trip.
Nah, we would have only won at best with Zion. We probably would have won 6 of them first 10 games.
But you gotta think about how many points we losing by. We're not losing by a lot. I mean, one or 2 games we lost by a lot, but that we missed on a whole 20 points, a whole 28 points at that.
So what you think the record would have been for the first 10 games that Zion would have played? You think we would have won more than 6 games?
Yeah, definitely. I think we would have beat all these teams. Well, I don't know about the Bulls.
Hell,
probably wouldn't have beat the Bulls, but I think we would have definitely beat the team, the other team. I think we would have beat Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah, I think we would have beat Philadelphia. I think we would have beat the Timberwolves, and I think we would have won the night. So I think we at least be like 3-2.
So with Zion after the first 10, what you think we would have been if Zion played for the first 10?
if everybody played, you say for the first 10? Well, I got to look at our other matchups. I know we got the Knicks. I don't remember who the team is after that, so I can't tell you about them.
So
But,
wait,
including the Knicks in it, I say 6-1, 5-2.
So wait,
we definitely would have split one with Minnesota. I believe we would have beat the Bulls and the Timberwolves because the Bulls have no answer for Zion. And the Knicks could be a toss-up. We could lose that one with him.
Yeah, we could.
So
I think we would have beat the Timberwolves back to back though. I think we would have beat Atlanta too.
We would definitely beat Atlanta, but I don't see us beating the Timberwolves back to back. It's just a thing with the Timberwolves. They match up well with him, and Zion don't play good.
But you gotta think about the only reason we lost by 9 points and we had 30 turnovers. I don't think you get 30 turnovers with Zion.
I think they would have still had 30 turnovers.
Yeah.
I think they would have just gave the ball to Zion. Oh yeah,
he don't play good. He don't play good against the Timberwolves.
But he'll still put up 20 points.
Yeah, but I mean,
we've already lost. We've already lost to the Timberwolves, and De'Aaron Fox torched our ass. He torched Zion every game. So we would have lost with Zion if we played. If he played against the Kings.
That's a different.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. De'Aaron Fox. This team is better than that team. This Kings team better than that team.
The Pelicans team?
Hell yeah, this Kings team better than the team that they had last year, and De'Aaron Fox torched our ass every game.
Well, this Pelicans team better than the last Pelicans team too.
This Pelicans team not better than the last year team.
Than the last year Pelicans team?
I think so.
Hell no, this team not better than the.
Everybody
arguing about the bench.
What make the last year Pelicans team better than this year's team, in your opinion?
It's the same team, basically.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
It's the same bench.
No, it ain't.
Who was on the bench?
We only got maybe 4 or 5 people that returned from last year.
Josh Hart. That's about Josh Hart, and that's about it.
Josh Hart, Kyra, Jackson Hayes, Najee Marshall.
That was on the. Oh, besides Willie Hernan Gomez played, but Hernan
Gomez too. Yeah,
So all right, so my question to y'all is, y'all don't think? I mean, at this point, are we gonna be 2-8? You know, by the time we finish the first 10, y'all think we're gonna be 2-8, 1-9? What?
I think we get at least 4. Out of 10, I think we get at least 4. I don't think.
This already game 6, huh?
Yeah.
So you think we're gonna win the next 4?
We 1-5. I'm going with that, bro, because I don't want to see us be. Well, I think we're gonna win. We're gonna lose one of them, but I think we win 3 out the next 4. So that'll put us at 4.
We're gonna lose tomorrow. So
I believe we're gonna win. I think we match up well against the Knicks.
I mean, look, I ain't trying to be negative, son, but you dig, like I done been to all these games, and I'm like, bruh, like this is sad. It's really sad.
Let me ask you this though: you think they could play worse than what they playing?
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
I think they already playing pretty bad. Far as they got some stuff they're doing good.
You think they're playing bad, DC? I don't think they're playing bad. Well, they're just not playing to their potential.
They got elements to what they're doing, where they playing good. But offensively, we are 29th in the league, like efficiency wise. We're playing horrible offensively. We're never this bad offensively.
That is right. You think it's because they're playing more emphasis on defense, so they don't really put that much emphasis on offense this year?
I don't think it got nothing to do with emphasis. I think it got to do with energy. Teams who used to worrying about getting theirs and they lackluster on defense, now you putting energy on defense, that's going to affect your offensive game.
I don't know where Mike D'Antoni is, but if he's supposed to be the consigliere or whatever it is they call that for the team, if he's supposed to be there, he got to figure out a way to get Trey Murphy some shots. Holmes is shooting the ball like 3 times a game at the max, man. Like and if you at the games, he just splashing them all pregame, all warm-ups, all this. He just splashing everything from 3. and then he get inside the game and dude might shoot the ball 2 times the whole game. They gotta figure out a way to get him on the move, like Klay Thompson. They gotta figure out a way to get him on a backdoor screen, some cuts, something. Like dude can't just be sitting there in the game for no reason, and you know he could shoot.
Yeah, that Look is like crazy. he be rushing his shots to me. Like when he do shoot them, he try to make all of them quick. I think that's one of the reasons he don't make all of them. If you pay attention to him, he like even when he had that wide open one he made, it was almost like he tried to hurry up and shoot it for somebody to come over there. So I think he's seeing ghosts and guys. Obviously, when he in the game, you put him in there with the bench, they're not leaving him. So the only way I think the easiest way to get him more shots would be he would be the first substitution off the bench. Like Herb come out, put him in if you could do that, but that ain't what Willie Green trying to do because we trying to play one of our stars with the bench to make up for our lackluster bench. So it's like, in my opinion, Trey Murphy, we really gonna see what he could do when Zion come back because he's designed or his game fits to me with starters. That's why I was saying I wanted to start him. I didn't think Herb was gonna do what he did, but I wanted to start Trey Murphy.
So you one of them people who like Killer got to go on the bench because everybody
not necessarily.
That,
I don't feel.
I think they messing with that man head, bro.
I don't feel like that, bro. I think
he basically putting himself on the bench. It's not like we saying go to the bench.
Nah, I mean the dude, he having an off game or off stretch, but you done committed to him being a starter. Zion
exactly.
If Zion was here and he's still playing like this, then I could get everybody saying he need to go to the bench. But we need his scoring, even though he only gave us 11. Man, we needed them damn 11. It was inefficient.
You think he could give 11 off the bench?
No. I think if you put him on the bench, he's gonna get worse.
Exactly.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna get better if you bench him.
But I don't know why everybody.
I think Josh Hart give us 11. I think Josh Hart give us 11.
I feel like it's a lot of people coming at dude from the internet or wherever, and they like they breaking that man's spirit or something like that.
He say he don't look at the comments. He
looking at that shit.
He talked about it though.
He don't gotta look. All I gotta do is just look at the stat sheet after the game.
Look,
see, he shot 6 for 20. This man shot 6 for 24. DC 6 for 24. How you?
That's all right, bro. I mean, I didn't like it,
bro.
You
gonna have nice like that. Brandon Ingram. Y'all just said Brandon Ingram shot 9 out of 22. That's a regular night for him. That's a regular night for him.
That's a regular night for him.
That is not a regular night for what this man. Let's shoot at least 40.
Brandon
45.
Ingram ain't never shooting no fucking 14 out of 20 or some shit like that.
Nah, he don't do that.
He don't do that, but he don't be.
He shoot about 50% most of the time.
Yeah, at least 50%. 40, 45, 48.
Yeah, so that's about what 9 out of 22. What that's 40. That's 45% or something like that, right? Because 10 out of 20 is 50. So that's what he is every night. He's a 40-something% shooter. So when somebody says somebody goes 6 out of 15 or whatever, that's not really a horrible night.
He was 5 for 15. That ain't great.
It's not great, but it ain't a horrible, especially if he had what 2 steals and 2 blocks or something on defense.
Well, he always getting you.
But it's crazy. But it's not even that.
Nobody talk about that.
He 5 for 15. But then look at how he get his shots though. Look how he not creating nothing for nobody. At least Bi creating something else for somebody else. Bi getting other people the ball, or he'll make another play for somebody else to get the ball.
Also,
this dude, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, is shooting the ball, and now we just got to get back on deep. Every time he gets the ball, he just shoots it, and then we got to get back on deep. It's not like we get another.
I think that's a little bit of an over exaggeration.
Yeah,
he don't shoot it every time.
This dude is like a black hole. It's like a black hole every time he gets the ball.
Hell no, I ain't gonna say that.
He was doing. He did that one game though, Kenneth. That game where he had 24 shots. He was doing that a little bit. But most of the time, he looked to set his teammates up. He tried to get stuff going. He tried, you know what I mean? If nothing ain't popping, he gonna shoot that bit.
Yeah, he attacked the rim, but I'm saying like if he's shooting 15, he got 7 threes. That's more than half. No, that's right there at half.
I think it's more or less like he looked to try to score. If he can't score, he want to get the assist. And I think sometimes it ain't about you getting the assist. Just break the defense down and make the simple pass. Like
But
all of
what,
his passes, it's like he trying to get the assist like it's a 2-man game sometimes.
but he know his role. That's what the fuck you put him in the game for.
Right.
He know his role is to shoot it. Every coach he done had told him to shoot the ball if he get it. So, you know, from Gentry to Willie Green, if you get the ball, shoot it. He the second best playmaker and probably the best.
Absolutely not. Not tonight.
Not tonight, but I'm saying on the team, he about the second best playmaker, and he definitely all you hear about at practice and all this and that is that he's the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all you hear. That this man is the shit and he work harder than anybody else.
Right.
I believe he just got. I read an article. Somebody had an article or whatever, and it kind of led into his mind. I think the dude got OCD. I talked to the dude who Ali or whatever who
Ale Cosell, yeah.
no Ali, the one who big girl you or whatever, the one who was working him out, and I was like, bro,
it's the dude who was doing the videos with him.
Yeah, the one who
Yeah.
do the videos. We both came to the conclusion. I'm like, bro, he need a therapist or something, because when shit go bad for him, it get really bad really fast, and like he told me something else, like, man, he could shoot the ball and he could go 18 out of 20, but the 2 that he missed will ruin his day.
Damn.
Like,
he told you that?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, he like, and you can see it when you at the games, like his body language, like when
So he got the Lonzo Ball thing. Like if you don't make the first shot, it's downhill from there.
I don't know if it's necessarily that, but it's definitely something mental with him that every time he missed the ball, it affects him. Like his body language be off. I don't know if y'all go to the games, but if y'all doing the podcast, y'all probably go to the games too. But like his body language be so off after he miss a shot. Like he hold his head down, like he'll hit himself in the head or something, or he'll walk past everybody and not say something. Like it's all type of little stuff like that go on, and then the night just start getting worse and worse for him.
I never looked at it like that. I mean, I've seen that before, you know, at times. I figured because he was going through a rough stretch with the minutes and different stuff like that, you know what I mean? But that shit, he got to get over that, man. Nobody gonna be 20 for 20.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna go out there every night and be 20 for 20.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna happen. But I do agree. I think he do got something mental going on for as from the 3-point line to me. I think he really wants to be that guy to you know, like Devontae Graham. Like I heard him say something when they was interviewing him, and it was like, what? They asked him about Devontae Graham, and he's like, "What do you think about him hitting those shots and stuff he hit?" And he was like, "Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I'd be like, man, give me some of that." Like what?
Oh yeah. I heard that same interview. Yeah. He said I can't throw a rock in the ocean or some shit right now.
Give me some of that. I can't throw a rock in the ocean. I want to try to do whatever he's doing. Give me some of that.
Yeah.
I
ain't like that answer.
At least, but I was like, at least he keeping it real, because sometimes they would just be saying anything up there. At least I know what he's thinking.
Because they asked that boy, they said, how do you feel about starting or playing a 6-man? And we say, I play the 6-man. I do whatever we got to do to win. But to be honest, I want to start. I'm like, word. But he need to realize that he's 6'6", was 6'7". I think he grew. Didn't he grow like 2 inches? About 6'7", if not 6'6". Man, keep attacking that paint, man. Keep attacking that paint. He got a lot of moves around the basket, and I think that's the best way to utilize him while he going through a shooting slump. Like, just know when your shot not falling, you could do other stuff. So you need to realize that, because he played damn good defense, bro. Like, but everybody be talking about he ain't giving us nothing. Man, I don't know what the hell y'all be watching. That dude be doing all type of shit on defense, man. Every time somebody go in there and he in the paint, he knocking the ball out, making it go out of bounds, stopping them from shooting. He played very good defensively. So, and when he not hitting the shot, he get the ball, he driving, he forcing the defense to collapse on him. kicking out and stuff. He does all type of little stuff even when he's not scoring. So he still impacts the game. But when his shot not falling, he need to lean on that more and know he don't have to score.
We need a mirror
at a high rate to be impactful.
What you think about coach taking him out like in the last 4 minutes? He's been taking him out in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Cause he's shooting and missing. He's some shooters out there. We trying to win.
Yeah, that's part of that's
the
low
only
IQ
reason he
ball,
coming
though.
out. Right.
Yeah, that's a part of his low Q. He'll figure it out, man.
I mean,
He gonna
shooters
get that
just gotta
done.
keep shooting, bro.
All right, thank you. Back in it, bro.
You gotta shoot the right shots though, dog. You're gonna get took out in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, if you don't do what and that's what it comes down to, man. Willie Green, man, is trying to establish something. And NAW had two really bad, really sad offensive outputs. You right on the defensive side of it, DC. Watching them play defense, he in there getting it in. But yeah, it's that IQ has to switch in like, oh, my shot's not falling. Let me get to the cup. Let me attack this thing. He does pretty good. He does pretty good when he gets to that. He's comfortable doing that, but he just has to understand when to do it. When those shots are not falling, he has to attack. That's the fundamental science behind it. When the three ball not dying, get your ass in the paint and tack it as soon as get there and get to the line.
They need to burn his Kobe tape that he loved watching because it's obvious to me, and make him watch some Chris Paul and some of the other guys, man. That they do all type of stuff when they're not scoring.
Yeah, he need to learn how to create more
and move off the ball.
That too.
Well, you could say that about half the team right now. Yeah. They can all watch the film together.
But you don't feel like
you don't feel like Pizza Hut and put the shit on the projector.
We need y'all to move like y'all Ray Allen or some shit, man. Zion about to come out there. Y'all gonna have to move without the ball.
Right.
What they be thinking? BI be doing it, but everybody else, I don't know what they.
Devontae Graham be moving out the ball and he be creating.
He move a little bit, but I see him just standing around sometimes too.
Yeah, they be watching it like we watching it.
It's just ball watching, like what y'all doing?
Yeah,
man?
Yep.
You think that's the offense, or you think that's just the players?
That is the players, because if you listen to them, Willie Green only runs sets out of timeouts, and when we get to the end of the game, he wants them to be able to read the defense and read what the other team doing, and them to be able to adapt. That's why they run 0.5. All 0.5 is you're gonna pass, shoot, or drive in 0.5 seconds, and they're not doing that shit. They trying. Yeah, they're not really doing that.
They watching 0.5. That's what's going on right here. We got 5 seconds to watch somebody else dribble and catch and shoot. They're doing that shit. Yeah, that's right.
0.5. The man with the ball is the point guard. 0.5. I'm gonna watch for 5 seconds.
It's called it's 0.5 BI. That's what you call it. That's what's going on out there.
BI has like 2-3 dudes on them. They just looking. I'm like, man, what's up, dude? They just looking at him. Q with like 2 dudes on him.
Just stand there looking. Go
run
ahead.
To him. Somebody
now
go
Herb is taking advantage of his opportunity though. I see him moving.
I ain't talking about Herb. He be moving.
He be moving without the ball. But also though, I feel like they don't run enough plays though. I feel like they ain't running enough plays just for a certain play. Like they'll run a pick and roll with BI, but I feel like they should just get Devontae Graham involved more. I feel like he deserved a few more shots or the same amount of shots as BI. The way he's shooting the ball.
I don't agree. We missing the interior presence. If anybody deserves more shots, it's Valanciunas.
Valanciunas about to break these next 5 games. I don't see him going after these next 5 games. Yeah, I see him. I don't see him going after these next 5 games.
We played him too much.
Hey, he Boogie Cousins. That's what he talking about, the Boogie Cousins effect. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
He didn't cut his minutes from 39 to 36. He played 32 tonight. So Willie Green is,
that man was going. He was averaging 20 minutes last year.
20 minutes a game. He averaged 28 though. He was like
no, I think he averaged 20 minutes.
Man, you ain't gonna get the stats he had in 20 minutes, bro.
With playing with John Morant, you will. All John Morant does is do pick and roll.
Was hurt for long stretches last year.
I mean, but enough to at least get him. What he had last year, like 20 points and 10 rebounds.
Man, do y'all believe John Morant and the John Morant in Minnesota gonna be better than us this year? By the end of the year?
Not by the end of the year. Early, man. Not by the end of the year. Yeah, it's early. This is only 5 games.
We always start off slow too, bro. It's like a New Orleans.
I love love and Edwards, man. That little dude, though.
But you know,
Yeah,
it's so
he's
So
good.
funny,
was a
DC,
mind.
what you was talking about a couple of games ago, how the minutes BI and Big Z is playing. I think that caught up with him the last couple of
Yeah,
games, man. They look
yeah,
sluggish. That's why
yeah.
they're missing free throws. Like,
Bi is shooting the whole goal shots, dog.
Yeah,
He don't
that's
normally do
yeah.
that.
that's right. I agree with that. Those air
minutes.
balls, the air
That
balls
boy,
tell you that's fatigue. That play.
that
But you
boy
know
got
what?
on a block and did a spin and was like 4 feet from the
Right.
goal, did a fadeaway and missed the whole goal. I said, what is this
I
shit?
think what they need to try to do, man, especially what they doing, what Sacramento doing with that pick and roll, how they putting Big Z in the pick and roll like that. If you're gonna play that lineup with Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, BI, and Big Z on the floor, I would like to see them dedicate a zone defense a lot more with all that length. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of.
They was running the zone when they was killing them with the pick and roll. They was in the zone.
See, I
There
didn't see
wasn't no
that.
man. There wasn't no man to man.
See, I
It
didn't
was
see
in
that
some
was a
type
zone.
of zone because Valanciunas wasn't guarding nobody like man to man. He was just kind of like back there.
Now, I thought
And
it was
like
like a drop coverage, like he was just
right.
dropping down in the paint. I wouldn't call that a zone. It's just him dropping from the pick man. Whoever he going, the man set a pick, he's just dropping in the zone. The guy come around the pick, pull up mid range. Halliburton did that. Deontay Fox.
Why dudes was letting them pass like that? Like they was expecting somebody to be right there.
I just think it's hard to cover, man, when you set that pick that high like that. It's hard to cover because Antonio Daniels was talking about it. When you play that drop coverage like that, they don't have enough. Big Z not getting up. He not quick foot enough to come up hard and recover for the alley oop, man. That's why your boy had 21 points.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You talking about Jones, huh?
Yeah,
Holmes killed us, man. Killed Valanciunas.
Yeah, Richaun Holmes.
That same little area he was doing it. Yeah,
that was the play. They killed us.
I think they should have put in Jackson Hayes.
He wasn't always rolling. He was popping.
Right, he was killing us, man. He hit a floater one time, like an eighth.
He hit a couple of them. He hit
a few of them, yeah, a few of them. And Trey Young did the same thing, but I think everybody knew that when we got Jonas anyway. Everybody knew that he just was another form of Steven Adams, just better on offense. So, I mean, your best bet, Jackson Hayes, it just seemed like he ain't take the step that everybody thought he was going to take. But, you know, he the best person to put out there. Like, he could block somebody at the 3-point line and in 2 steps be back at the goal to guard. So it's like,
yeah, but he don't.
He just didn't take the steps though. I don't know. He ain't get better yet.
Valanciunas' brain in Jackson Hayes' body because Jackson Hayes bite on the first thing every time.
Yeah,
so they just gonna set him up. They're gonna set him up and then just run a second action after he bite on that move. That's what they do him all the time. But
I thought he would have been better than that. I thought he would have been better than that just yet. I mean, he'd have seen every defense by now, so I thought he would have been better than that this year at that.
Yeah, he had 3 different coaches though, man, and that dude he ain't been a baller all his life. We gotta remember that.
I think he needs
basketball
to
still new to
man.
him.
I think they need to leave him out there a little longer, just because Big Z he exerting so much energy. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting his full potential because he playing too many minutes like that.
Right. Or just go small ball. Put like Najee out there or Hart, somebody else to take the minutes from Big V.
Could work sometimes. But
they didn't even run it though. That's the crazy part. They don't even try. They're not even trying it. I thought that's would have been a main thing this season. With having Herb.
They
tried it a few times.
They had Trey Murphy guarding centers and stuff.
And like it was at the end of the game though.
It was at the
never
end of
nothing.
the Hawks game, I think they went.
Yeah, at the end I think at the end of this game too, they tried it.
They did it in 3. They did it in at least 3 games that I seen.
Yeah.
They didn't win small.
They've been doing that. They go small, and basically they didn't have no center out there. Like I seen them do that a couple of times, man.
Sure, they need to try it out more because I don't really see like a big enough sample size just to say that it works or not. They tried it, but I don't think they.
Well,
I mean they lose it.
When you got certain guys out there, you just can't do it. Like if Atlanta got Clint Capella out there, they can't go small ball with Clint Capella out there.
They had
dominate the glass.
I'm talking about when they had Jang out there. They could have ran it.
Yeah.
with him. But I mean, Josh Hart wasn't there, but they could have put Najee Marshall out there, and I think he could have guarded, or maybe Herb. When Herb was out there, he could have guarded Yang out there.
Man, Najee Marshall been a huge disappointment to me since summer league is just not a good indication of what a player gonna be, bro. Summer league and preseason just need to be thrown out because Najee looked like he was gonna be a major piece off the bench this year, and I thought he should have been starting over Josh Hart. When Josh Hart got hurt, I kind of was like, all right, Najee about to take his spot, but nah,
I
he ain't
slightly
really doing
disagree
it.
with that because I think everybody's role is different right now because Zion not there.
Right.
Correct.
Because imagine like when Zion come back and you look at the starting lineup, we got to have a conversation. Who's going to start there? Because the importance of Herb Jones these last couple of games. So you take Zion, you put Herb Jones on the bench, put Zion out there. So Zion gonna give you 30 points, but your defense gonna suffer because Herb not out there. So did you put Nikhil on the bench and keep Herb out there? I think everybody role gonna change when Zion comes.
You got 3 wild
cards.
cards.
But I can't even think about when Zion coming back because it feels like it's gonna be December, January, or something like that. Like I honestly ain't even really worried about Zion being on the team right now because I feel like we never gonna get a right answer on when he gonna come back, and then when he do come back, it's gonna be some bullshit where he gotta play 15 minutes or something like that. So honestly, it is what it is.
I don't think they're gonna do that this time because there's been a lot of talk about him being pissed about that. But if they're running point Zion, I think that's going to determine our lineup. And if you look at our roster, it makes sense. Trey Murphy, more probably if they're running the point Zion thing. If not, then I think it make a lot of sense to keep Herb Jones out there because
Herb was hitting that 3 like this game, and he had hit some 3. He had hit 1 3 when in the game in accounting. He had hit 1 when they had called a foul, and he shot it after the whistle was blown. It's looking pretty nice.
Was gonna keep him out there though. Like if Zion could just be like a help defender and he ain't gotta contend with none of the number 1 guys, Zion could be an amazing help defender. You realize that.
Just like you said earlier,
he could be an elite help defender. Yeah.
Like Herb Jones looked like he the only one cutting that play where it seemed like they was trying to front the post on BI. It was Herb flash to the free throw line, got the ball, threw it to the big, then threw it to somebody else and got like Herb. It's like you got to keep that kid out there. And it's like I got more
doing all the little stuff, bro.
I got more confidence in Herb.
But the thing about in the fourth quarter, but the thing is when you keep Herb out there in the fourth quarter, like nobody pay attention to him on offense in the fourth quarter. So it's like it make it harder for BI to get the ball and do his thing because they just double and triple and leave Herb wide. Like they just completely ignore him in the fourth. So then that's another question. It's like, damn, what you gonna do? In the fourth, you can't keep him out there if everybody gonna ignore him and double and triple Devontae and Brandon.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Who got their TV on, man? Somebody got their TV. You gotta turn your TV down.
Oh shit! I didn't think my TV was that loud.
Yeah. You got a good microphone, bro.
Loud,
yeah.
Man. I mean, I rather. Okay, shit. They leaving the kill wide open because he missing so many. You know, they leaving Najee Marshall open. They leaving Jackson Hayes was wide open. And he missed
I almost didn't register him like he was supposed to shoot it.
Look, the whole arena was screaming shoot both times that he had the ball. That shit was so funny, bro. That shit was so funny.
I was yelling it on my sofa. Shoot it.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know. I didn't hear nobody say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick my neck out there. To me, the fan base got to step up, bro. We need a better home court advantage. I'm watching it. I'm not in Louisiana. I'm not in New Orleans.
Oh,
but I'm rooting for the team in my game room like I'm in there. And there's no live crowd. The DJ is whack. The in-game just to get the crowd involved is not there. We got to step up, man. The home crowd got to step up. If we had more energy in the home crowd, we probably win these last 2 games.
Bro, you know how hard, man. I love what you're talking about. You know how hard it is for me to be a fan. My own fan. Nobody in New Orleans wants to go. I can't even give away tickets. That's how crazy this should be. Like, if you go on a date or something, like, they'll be like, who we playing? I'd be like, we playing the Kings. They'll be like, man, call me when we play LeBron. I'll go to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even give away free tickets. That's how sad the fucking fan base is out in the city, bro. That shit's sad, bro. People be like, call me when we play LeBron. I ain't going to this game.
Hey, let me question on that. And the reason why, because like most people in New Orleans, not saying the sensation, but most people that watch the basketball games, they only waiting to daggone playoffs or around playoff time. You ever notice that? Like, okay, in the season,
yeah, and
of
our
course,
season be over by then because we don't ever make it to the playoffs. So they really ain't got no point in being invested. Because by the time the same season over, I know what you're talking about. By the time the same season over, like more people kind of start coming to the games. But it's still don't be packed like talking
but
about it.
most key games, like okay, like you said, Los Angeles. I mean, like the Clippers, the Lakers,
they be packed.
The Spurs, maybe one in that time. I mean, that game still might be packed though. But you got them. You got
The guaranteed sellout is LeBron. Like, it's more
correct.
people gonna show up to see LeBron than to see the Pelicans.
But
That's the
you got
guaranteed sellout.
This is simple fix though, bro. Because like we acting as if
start winning
things right as if things were different with the Saints.
Yeah,
like
you gotta
we
win.
don't like no losers.
You gotta win.
We don't like losers,
look,
and that's every fan base, man.
But Nola Duncan made a great point. But to like what Smash saying, this is the reality. We've supported we've supported the Pelicans over the last several years of absolute miserable garbage, some of the most worst dysfunctional piece of shit basketball you could possibly ever want to see. We've done that. We dealt with Tom Benson bringing it up, doing all this kind of stuff. Hell, we even took it to another level. We don't charge them nothing to play basketball in there. We let them pocket all of the concessions. We make it real easy for you. And the last thing I need you to do is win. You want not what point when they gonna take a little responsibility here? You know what I'm saying, fam? When they gonna start putting this shit together and start winning some games? Look, bro, I promise y'all that if the Pelicans start winning games, bro, I promise you, people will come to that arena and they'll stack that arena to watch the Pelicans win contests. But you gotta give them a reason, bro.
Big Sean made an excellent point in the chat too. He's saying because all our fans are from Louisiana, and you're right, and that's because we not winning. If you win, you start to draw fans. I ain't seen no Saints fans from Australia and all this crazy shit.
Hey,
the Saints start winning.
But I ain't going front. I didn't see. I guess because Zion and Lonzo is like international stars or something. It seemed like we got a big fan base of people from other states and other countries, but that's strictly because of them two.
Nah, they just
but
they
don't
Zion.
come to
It's
the
a
game.
Different time, son. It's a different time. They like Zion. They support Zion.
They don't like
give
the
a
Pelicans.
damn.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, they don't care about Najee Marshall. They don't care about none of them dudes. They just
that.
looking at Zion.
Yeah. And
so
if Zion,
it's a different thing.
And if Zion was to go to New York, they'll go follow him up there. If he was to go to LA, they'll fire. It's just like them Lonzo Ball peoples. That same
Lonzo
way.
Ball fans.
Yeah, they follow him where now they Bulls peoples. I don't like that kind of shit. I mean, people do whatever they want. But at the end of the day, like I said, the turnout for the Pelicans, like right now, fam, we got family members up here listening. The Pelicans right now are sitting up in the season at 1-5, bro. We 1-5 right now. We done lost 2 winnable games to two teams that we should be sitting up here on the streak right now. But now we facing down the New York Knicks that's coming up here tomorrow, and they just beat the teams. They beat 2 of the teams that we lost to. They feeling themselves right now. They got a good defense going on, and we have to figure a way how to beat this club. So I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to do, bro, but We're a professional
Q,
basketball unit, though, bro. We supposed to have some of this shit together.
yeah, I'm about to say, Q, what you got? Like, do you think? Because I'm really nervous that we are on the verge of fucking going 1-9 or 2-8, bro. I feel like that's what's, and then if you go 1-9 or 2-8, then it's like, at what point are we 2 in the hole for Zion to even come back? Do you rush him back? You know what I'm saying? Then he get injured again, or do you just be like, fuck it, the season over? If we like 6-20 or something, is it like, fuck it, the season over? We don't need him no more. Like, it's like, what do you do?
No, you got to keep fighting, bro. I mean, they got to figure it out, because the thing is, the record is indicative of the progression of the team right now. If we was a solid, disciplined team, then we'll have more wins than we do losses. Right now, tonight, basically, if we simplify what all of us was talking about, the Pelicans basically lost this game several different ways. But to simplify it a bit, if they would have hit free throws, more than likely, bro, they would have won. I see you thinking.
Yeah.
But if we'd have hit some free throws here, bro, we win the game. The Atlanta game, we block out, we do some stuff. But see, all of those are low IQ basketball movements, not sticking to fundamentals. And that's problematic, because that type of stuff will repetitively happen. It'll pop up during games where you see the Pelicans haphazardly turn the ball over here. When they getting going and they start getting the groove, then they'll kind of sabotage themselves subconsciously. They'll turn the ball over here. You'll have a player that takes a low IQ shot, as opposed to attacking the paint. We'll take them guys off the hook. If we running, and you'll have a guy pull up with a jump shot that become an air ball. I mean, so it's just like, nah, we have to be able to understand. We have to play with a high IQ, basketball IQ. We can't make a lot. We did pretty good with the turnovers tonight, 10, but we didn't hit the free throws, bro. We went there and we was 16 of 25 on the free throws tonight. Them other people was 24-25, bro.
Yeah, they missed one free throw.
One free throw.
Damn.
So I mean, think about that for a second. Like, people like, well, Q, we not that good. Bro, we hit free throws, we win the game. Bro, we block out people like we supposed to do, we win the game. We end the game with these people the majority of the times, and then we'll self-sabotage. Now, where that comes from, that's years of dysfunctional basketball led by
mindset
like
losing
Gentry.
too.
Right.
Used to losing.
But think about it like this: what Coach Payton did when he took over the Saints organization. One of the things he did to erase the losing ass mindset that people had was he literally had a mock procession, a funeral procession, in which he buried the old Saints of the day. Maybe Willie needs to borrow something from Coach Payton and have a mock funeral burying the old 9 playoff Pelicans and getting their ass up out of here. You need something like that to kind of help shift the mindset of the people.
Bury them trash ass uniforms that they fucking win.
That'll be amazing if we have like a rebranding. I think
that would
rebranding
is a rebirth. Get rid of the fucking uniforms. Them shits is trash. Like,
they need to have a damn rebranding of the in-game festivities, man. Like,
they got
New Orleans is a party town. Like, it don't have to be a sellout. You just have to have a festive environment.
Well, you gotta take another thing into account.
You say you don't live out here.
Vaccination stuff too.
I don't live out there no more.
But you say you don't live out here though, huh? So like,
I'm in Texas.
Oh, all right. Because I'm about to say, if you go to the games are fun. To me, they're fun as hell.
Yeah.
I have way more fun at the Pelicans game than I gave up on going to the Saints game. I don't like it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I have more fun at the Pels game. It's more fan interaction and all that type of stuff than it is when you go into a Saints game. The Saints game is just loud and a whole bunch of drunk people that get on your nerves. But the Pelicans game is fan interaction. The people coming up there and they dancing with you. They putting you on the little camera. So like, I have way more fun over there. And everybody I took to a Pelican game said they have more fun over there. But I don't know why it's not, resonating and drawing more fans to come. But it is a nice place to have fun on a regular night.
Right.
I
love
think
the NBA games.
The difference though between the Saints and Pelicans, why you said it was fun, like you fan attraction. You just look at the field, like when you look at the field for the Saints game, it's like a drama or something. Like you don't know if the Saints gonna win, but at the last minute they just come together, put something together for the last minute, and they go down the field and they win. So it's like kind of like emotional, but like emotional roller coaster at the Saints game. That's like when I go to the Saints game. But the Pelicans game, you go there and they just get blowed out from start to finish. So I mean, it's not really fun just watching somebody just get their head kicked in every single time you walk on the court.
Well, I mean, but the Saints been whipping ass for about the past 5 years. It ain't been too many games that's been like nail biters and shit that I go to, unless it's the playoffs. But like home Saints games, they knocking everybody head off. Like it's 30 to 15 type game every time you go.
Yeah, but that's always like in the second half type stuff. The first half they be trying to get it together. They be slow walking it, and then the second half they come alive.
I mean, the Pelicans did. You know, it's they stay in the game for a certain part of, and then it's like they get blown out. It's like somebody in the third or fourth quarter just hit a switch and be like, all right, it's time to beat them. You know what I'm saying? And then we go from being tied or whatever, or down 2 to down 15 like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always fundamentals, man. We do stupid stuff, make boneheaded mistakes when the other team focused and locked in. You can't do that.
Right. Unforced errors. Unforced errors, guys throwing, not watching where they disrespecting the ball, not knowing where they're looking at, throwing the ball away, taking unintelligent shots. They're not, where they're supposed to be, or they either caught watching. They're not rotating, moving around, help set picks, and the circulation of the ball dies sometimes. So it's all kind of stuff going on, and it's all dysfunctional that's not supposed to be doing. It's a free-flowing offense to a degree, and the ball has to keep moving for the smartest open shot. That's what Coach Willett was saying. And that's what he said. I think these guys are like playing this style of system because it helps them from an offensive standpoint. Now he's good at preaching the defensive principles. I just don't think a lot of this stuff done got into him yet. So like you asked the question, Smash, about how many games do we have to watch until this team start turning good? Do we have to wait for Zion to come back? Because it's not a guarantee that Zion comes back, the switch go on. It kind of starts all over again because they got to get used to playing with each other. Then don't forget that Zion's, when he finally is cleared to play, it won't be like he just gets all these minutes.
Right.
They're gonna be hitting them with the little incremental here and incremental and all this kind of stuff.
You think they're gonna do the burst like they
not like that?
I don't think it's gonna be the burst, but I think it's gonna be like a 25-minute or some type of shit like that.
I mean that's normal. That's everybody go through that.
So that's what I'm saying. So and this is the thing. This is a test for the team. You're gonna have to learn how to win without your big guys. That's if you're gonna be a good team in the NBA. You're gonna have to learn how to win without Zion being on the floor.
BI too.
That's right. So
that's why I think BI should have stepped up. I mean, Ja Morant has won no matter who been on the floor with him. Damian Lillard the same way. Like every year, half of them dudes be hurt for the Blazers.
Man, but with the Memphis, bro, people don't realize Ja done missed 50 games already. Memphis was still winning when he was hurt.
Yeah, they had people that was really
everybody loved to say Ja and compare him to Zion. They was winning games with that dude hurt.
Dylan Brooke was in there carrying the weight. You got other guys.
You can't just say that like that and not remember when he got hurt.
I could say I don't think so, bro, because I think we got a way better team than them. On no level should the Grizzlies. Talent-wise, we a way better team than the fucking Grizzlies.
Smash, I agree with you on that, bro. But the problem is, if they're not playing, if you can have all the talent in the world, my brother, if they're not playing the system and they're not playing on code, they're not on code with each other, that talent ain't gonna mean nothing. People gonna walk right over them. Look, we got a better. To me, I think we should have beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. Both those matchups, I know it'd been close, but I still say we should have been able to beat them. We should have beat that. Now the Hawks are a pretty damn good team. We should have beat the Hawks the other day, and we should have won tonight, no doubt about it. So I mean,
game too.
76ers too. Those were games where Maxey came in there and did his thing. So
Man,
I mean,
they let their bench killed
the
us.
bench.
Q. That's
So
what
that,
put us out the game. That's
but
crazy.
but I'm saying though, like it's not gonna be perfect. Like you have to be the Pelicans got to be perfect on every damn thing to get a win. No, that's not realistic. Some nights you're gonna have it, some nights you're not. But on the nights you don't have it, you're gonna have to figure a way to get it. Like you might be 5 of 30 on the 3-point line, but you get to the I mean on 3-point line, but you get to the free throw line 28 times. What you gonna do there? You gonna hit them damn free throws, or you gonna go half on you go 15 on 28 or 29 or 16 on 25 like tonight, while the other team 24 of 25. That don't make any sense. So I was like, if it's always one fundamental breakdown for another, and we got to learn not to make this mistake. That's like a rookie. It's like having a bunch of NBA rookies that don't know that have very little IQ on the field, and then you got guys just trying to do their own thing and Kobe ball it. BI gets caught doing that because like, okay, whether he trusts his teammates or not. NAW, it don't help NAW's confidence that he's standing in the goddamn corner, jacking up shots, going 0 for 7 and 1 for 7 tonight. So, I mean, sooner or later, the IQ got to kick in where they do the right thing. You're going to have to stop taking them stupid-ass three-pointers and attack the cup and shrink the game. You get to that, you hit the free throws. Another thing is, okay, we're good to do it, Q, if he pulls down the 3 that he's not missing and attack the cup and get to the free throw line and go and get there 7 times and go 3 for 7 on the damn free throw line. What sense that makes? So that's like I'm saying, we have to be able to lock in on an area, and I'll keep yelling fundamental, family. I've been saying this for years because our team is lack fundamental education on what we need to do. And I keep saying it. We need to hit the free throws, a high clip on the free throws. When you're struggling offensively, those free throws will help you win. Tonight would have been a prime case of that. You hit those free throws, you win that damn game. The defensive principles, like playing good defense, not turning the ball over and hitting your goddamn free throws. You could be struggling offensively speaking, but if you're hitting with those things, you got a chance in the game. Because if you're playing good defense, more than likely, you're forcing turnovers. And if you're doing what you're supposed to, you get into the free throw line, converting a higher clip from the free throw line, which is providing pointage. So like I said, everything else follows on the back of that. But if we can get that together, we'll be fine. And that's how the Spurs, if you go back and look at the team like the Spurs was winning for years with that philosophy. They're not doing so right now because, you know, they just don't have the personnel they used to have. But for years, they were doing that. They were fundamentally solid defensively, keeping the turnovers down and hitting those free throws. So, I mean, we've got to have something.
Off of that.
I'm saying we've got to have that. We can talk about schematics all we want, fam. But until we address,
I mean, I get it. I get it, but I just feel like I get it, but I feel like how far in the hole are we going to be by the time they finally get it? What trade are we going to have to do before they finally get it? Like,
check this out, Smash.
You know what I'm saying?
You got 80. Well, how many games this year? It's 82.
82. Yeah. They
so,
ain't had a stretch where they off for 2 or 3 days to have back-to-back practices. They ain't never had that yet. Like, that's when I believe you're going to see something maybe jump out at you.
It
like
could take, you 20-something games. All right, if you in a 9-game hole or whatever, right? It might take you 20-something games just to get out of that.
But look at the Southwest Division.
Like that.
Look at the Southwest Division. Look at the Southwest Division. Ain't nobody running away with the division. Everybody close to the same standings. Memphis win a couple, lose. Dallas getting blowed out. Houston losing. San Antonio losing.
I think the last time I looked, we was like second or third from the bottom.
But I'm saying
from the worst.
Right, but we got a lot of time. We just, man, we need patience right now, man.
500 ball, bro. Damn, they get you a playoff spot, man.
We need patience. And it's so crazy when you think about it. You think about our rotation, and we're relying on how many players on a rookie contract right now? Kyra, NAW, Jackson Hayes, Nazi, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. Man, that's our team.
Yeah.
On the rookie contracts. We need patience right now, man. That's all we need. It's gonna take some time.
Nola Dankin, great point there. And look what VB Saints Pearl. She always dropping some jewels. So much love to you as well. She says, "Listen, Big Q, DC, and panel. Bi and Jonas were wiped out. Bi was holding his side. They're playing too many minutes,
Right.
and the bench is a part of it too. We still haven't found the right color. Now, listen, family.
That's
We
the other
found,
thing, Q. Basketball shape.
but
It's the
About
first
10,
couple of
about
weeks of
10
the
games,
season.
about
Yeah.
10 games for people to get in basketball shape.
and
So what
also,
you saying? Like that's gonna take another extra 10 games for Zion once he come back or something?
Well, you already know that Zion, but
Right.
Zion don't need to be in basketball shape to make a hell of an impact. So, but yeah, it's gonna take him about 10 games to where he get to be that dude that could put up 31 and 9.
I still think we should sign somebody though, too.
But
In the interim.
Trade or something.
but the thing is, the sign or the trade thing is like, look, this is my rationale. Y'all tell me what y'all think on the panel and in the Pale chat. Listen to this for a second. If we don't know truly what we all have here before we look at, okay, let's go reach out and go get somebody here from here and bring them in here. We don't know what we have because we're not even playing all of these guys. You know, what if, because KLJ right now, we talked about KLJ. Najee played better. Shit, I said he looked like you could take and find the yellowest paint and dip his ass in it. I said that doesn't show. He played better this night. So I mean, but to be honest,
you can paint him orange and not cute.
Oh, he moved up the color scale once. But listen, the fact, but really,
cautious side.
right? Seriously, but we don't know what we got in none of these other guys because they're not playing. We know Billy Hernan Gomez. You give him minutes, he gonna give you some type of production. Now he ain't great defensively, even though he gives an effort. That's just not his game. But he will pass the ball, he will rebound the ball, and he will help you score. We're not using Billy Hernan Gomez. We don't know what Alvarado offers, and even DJ talks about Holmes. We don't know what Holmes can offer to a degree. So
too.
Right, most of these guys, we don't know what they can help do to kind of steady the bench because. Look at, and we talked about 5 people was telling me, Q, this ain't 1990 or whatever the hell they was saying. We don't go 4 pick. We ain't going 3 to 4 people deep in the bench. Hell, the man played 5 people, consistently played 5 people a night. And I told him that. I said, family, you got to go 5 for 5, man. That's the true balance. Staggering is if you don't have a deep bench. The Pelicans actually have a deep enough unit where they could be able to utilize people that can really help. Now, Najee and in Josh Hart's game, that's defensive, offense off defense. When their game's right, they can splash down a 3. But with that bench is lacking is a lot of stuff. They lacking somebody to run that fucking bench unit, excuse my French. And Alvarado is a guy that's a facilitator who's passionate, Dobbs on the floor. What I'm saying is we need to look at what these guys got because Willie just found out, hey, with Zion out, bro, I think I done found somebody. We got Graham, we got NAW, we got Herb, old Straight Jacket Jones there with BI and Big V. And you see a Straight Jacket out there hustling, doing this thing as well. Graham's coming into his own. NAW struggling a bit. But off the bench, you still don't have the collection of talent necessarily needed to help you produce extra points on days like this or the Atlanta game or other games to help put you over the hump. So like I said, benches, that's another thing. And I've always, and y'all know, for years I've been saying you've got to have a bench with harmony that can help keep leads, or if you fall behind, help get the lead back or put you close to it. Where's the bench at? We don't know who we got on the bench because they're not playing because we're still in the experimental stages of finding out which players can contribute in the man system. KLJ is a guy who just simply don't have, and I think we need to use somebody else, bro. Alvarado is going to give you a lot. He's passionate. At least he ain't going to let nobody punk him like KLJ let Pat Beverly old ass punk him.
Pat Beverly still in his head. He's seeing the ghost of Pat Beverly.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think that
Beverly ain't half the player he was. He ain't half the dude he used to be, but his mouth is bigger than what it was to cover up the deficiencies in his game. You can't.
Trey, ain't no team got a Ginobili, Trey.
Sick.
I think we should.
Go ahead, Smash. Go ahead, bro.
I was about to say, man, I could not. I met that dude last night to make you laugh, bro. I could not think of his name for nothing in the world. I was about to call him Jesus Calderon. And man, that would have been so bad. Like I met him at I met him and B.I. at the Dave Chappelle thing. They was together. And I'm talking to B.I. and I'm looking at the little dude and I'm like, man, shit, bro, you play for the team too. And I felt like I dissed him when I said that, because I was like, what's this dude's name? And I swear to God, the only thing that came in my head was Jesus Calderon. And boy, if I would have called him that, I'm pretty sure he would have been pissed. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that just made me laugh, because when you said his name, that's when I finally remembered, like, oh, that's his name.
They're not playing them, bro. But see, the man on the bench, and the family members made the point about his $10 million or what he's. But some of these guys, bro, I mean,
but you gotta give Carroll them minutes though too to see what he got.
Who made $10 million?
Saturansky.
Oh, he gotta go
to get him out of here.
But that's what I'm saying. I think we should sign
His
Dion
contract
Waiters.
up after this year, bro.
I think Dion Waiters could come in and give us some defense, some offense, and some leadership. Yeah.
Hold up.
You Q said I was on the gummies.
Is Dion Waiters even in the league?
That's what I'm saying. We get him at a vet minimum.
I'm about to say, is he even in the league?
bro? No, he ain't in the league no more.
Man, that boy playing in the
I
Ice
go get
Cube
Jamal
victory,
Crawford
bro.
before I get Dion Waiters.
Jamal Crawford, he ain't giving you no defense though.
I don't care. I take him over Dion Waiters.
I think Dion Waiters will be a nice sign
this year. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up there, Danky.
Boy, you could go get Joe Johnson or something from the Ice Cube victory.
No, but think about it. Dion Waiters is last year he was given 11 points on like 20 minutes. That's all we need.
Dion Waiters. He barely played last year. He did that one game.
I'm about to say, I don't remember that
he did it in like 7 games.
He was with the Lakers. He wasn't
in like 7 games. It was like 7 games, but still, think about what he could do for the Pelicans. He could get you into your offense, and he could score the ball, and he could play D, and he'd be that dude that we looking for, that tough dude. That tough. I'm telling you.
Well, he would check the box for having a crazy guy.
I'd rather watch Kyra fail, bro. I'm a big lines.
Oh my God.
That boy 6'7", man.
Yo, you gotta be kidding me.
Over there. Yeah, I thought you knew that, dog.
Wow.
He making $4 less million than Jonas Valanciunas.
Yo, he making a little more than Zion look like 1,000 more or something like that.
All right, off the eye test, do y'all think Kyra got it, or y'all think Jackson got it, or would middle of the season you be like, look, I'm gonna trade both of them and give me a stretch 4?
I thought Jackson played all right tonight, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah, Jackson.
I just think, he missed them wide open threes, but other than that, he gave toughness. He got good rebounds. He was good in the paint. How many blocks did he have? I know he altered a couple of shots.
He had one.
I know he had one on like De'Aaron Fox on a layup, because that happened like right in front of me.
If I'm Kyra Lewis,
Kyra don't know how to run the team.
But
you gotta run the team like on some Chris Paul. Like, that's hard to get somebody who got that LaMelo with him and just know how to run it.
Got a lot of people like that, bro. Like,
all you gotta do is put Jackson Hayes in the pick and roll. You and let Jackson run to the rim. You know what I'm saying? He gonna run to the rim, or you pull up in the paint for a jump. It ain't that hard. Chris Paul type play. It ain't that hard, man.
Nikhil and Jackson was doing that, and they was like they was just slapping the ball every time he threw it up for an alley-oop. like the first couple games, they was trying to do that with Nikhil and Jackson, and they was just slapping the ball every time Jackson went up for an alley-oop.
You don't got good spacing on it. You got to pull up.
Yeah.
Floater a couple of times. Got to pull up in the paint a couple of times. Throw the alley a couple of times. Like that was Sacramento did the same play on us at the end of the game. The same play. You master that one play. That's it. That one play. You got variations off that one play all game long. Man, this shit ain't rocket science. It ain't that hard.
Nah.
DJ say he not asleep.
Yeah, I thought Devontae Graham and Valanciunas would run that pick and more, but it seemed like they don't even run it like that. I think that would be a good pick and roll to run.
Well, Valanciunas he got cement feet though. He can't catch the alley oop. So
They
he,
run right on
nah,
pick
nah,
and
nah.
roll with him way at the top. It take him forever to get back down the block.
No, I'm saying of like a pick and pop type situation. At least
Oh,
Devontae could get to the rim, or he could pass it back out to like while he's attacking the rim. He could pass it back out to Valanciunas, and he could hit the midi.
They say Kyra could be like Red Fox, not the Fox from the Kings.
That's one of the things I've been looking for because they kept saying Valanciunas got like a outside shot. I ain't really been seeing about 2 or 3 threes. He made about 2 3 threes for the season, but I'm still
He been
kind
punishing
of
people in the paint though.
That's what I was saying. He been living in that paint, so I'm trying.
He got a set
I don't know
shot and
what's
it's
going
slow.
to happen. Yeah, it's
He made
real
a three
slow.
tonight, right? Then he made a 3 tonight, right?
Yeah, he made. I think he made about 3 threes this year. He made 1 tonight. He shot 2 and made 1 tonight. But he been banging people. He been banging niggas up in that post. So it's like I don't know how it's gonna look when Zion come back. Is he still gonna be the flow spacer that everybody thought he was gonna be? Because it seemed like he more comfortable beating people up in the paint than playing outside the paint.
Big
But I
Q,
guess
did I hear that? I'm sorry. Did I hear that stat right? But you said the Pelicans had 20 more field goal attempts.
It was actually 18 of them, but I rounded off at 20. It had 18 more attempts tonight, field goal attempts than the Kings. Yes.
Come on, man. You got it. Come on, man.
Bro, about an hour and a half, or about an hour or so, hour and 20 something plus minutes, I ran the stats down and said, yeah, they had almost 20 more field goal attempts in this game, and you turn around and lose the game 113 to 109. Not that you kind of put that on top of the fact that you went 16 to 25 from the free throw line, and they went 24 for 25. So damn, you get 18 more attempts in the game than your adversary at home, and you still don't beat them? What the hell? 18 more attempts.
Wow.
And you lose 113 to 109.
Same amount of free throws, too.
Same amount. So we can't say, well, Q, the referees. No, scratch that tonight, Jack. They had the same amount, and they hit 24-25. The Pelicans hit 16-25. Fundamentals, family. It's fundamentals.
I saw Will Guillory posted on Twitter something about like all the players in the league got more free throw attempts than BI.
Yeah,
like,
Q, you posted that.
He had some players. I was like, who? Like so many different players got more free throw attempts than BI. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I seen what Q had posted there, bro.
That's
He was talking
amazing,
about all them
man.
little bench dudes, and they had that. Yeah.
That's cousin Guillory, man.
Man, that's
out,
you,
bro.
man. Stop it. Who you gonna dress up for Halloween, Q? Big Guillory?
What?
You gonna dress up as Big Guillory for Halloween?
I don't dress up for Halloween, bro.
I know, because that's you. That was a setup. You can't dress up with who the hell you is.
It's cousin Guillory, bro.
It wouldn't be much of a costume.
I'm gonna dress up like Delton Holmes.
Somebody got their
How you gonna fix that?
Somebody got.
You gotta turn the YouTube off, family. Whoever that is.
Delton Holmes.
Look, y'all ready for this, man?
What's that, Duncan?
Players who have logged 150 plus minutes and attempted more free throws than Brandon Ingram this year. Mitchell Robinson, Laurie Marketing, Gary Trent Jr., Lou Dort. Who the hell is Lou Dort?
Lou Dort, the defensive specialist for Oklahoma.
From Oklahoma, yeah.
Mason Plumlee, Draymond Green, Mo Bamba, Robert Williams.
Mo Bamba, good
Who the
grief.
hell is Robert
Hey,
Williams?
you gotta be kidding me, man.
But that's a lot of people that attack
Chicago.
the paint. B.I. don't really attack the paint like all those other players.
Man,
Lou Dort, he live at the rim. You said Mo Bamba at the rim. Mason Plumlee at the rim.
Gary Trent Jr.?
Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, he attacked the rim. He shoot the ball too, but he attacked the rim. But you gotta look at B.I. game. B.I. just shoot it from the mid range. He don't really attack the paint like all those other players.
He get to them long strides, but what really hurt him is he got, like I told you about that ancient mummy step that he got that he
Man,
tries
that
to
man
move.
blew by somebody tonight, Q.
Blue
For
bomb,
the first
man,
step.
you exaggerate, man.
He got fouled in.
That boy,
standing in the
that boy got a 19. That boy got a Charles Barkley 80-year-old first step.
Come on, man.
That boy got like three. He got like a 90-year-old reconstructed man knee. Step on that, and bro, that shit slow, bro. Like you said yourself, the man fell on and got back up and got in front of him. How that work?
I know, right?
How you stepping past somebody and he falls down and still
He
gets
ain't falling all the way. He was just tripping.
But still in all,
Nah, he
tripping.
touched the floor.
You talking about BI first up? You talking about BI first up?
Yes, bro.
That was crazy. I didn't understand what he was trying to do. Like he was trying to. That's not even his side of the court though. That's what I didn't understand. He normally on the left side of the court when he shoot a shooter shot. He went to the whole right side of the court. I think he was just.
He shoot on both of them, to be honest.
But no, the left side is where it go in though. Like his shooting. If you look at the shooting percentage, it's more the left side.
He hit 3 in a row on the right side tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not saying he can't, DC. I'm saying that was preferred. Shooting like preferred shooting
DC,
spot is on the left side.
DC real protective of those guys from Kingston.
There you go. Huh? All right, Big Guillory. Go tweet us some more interesting shit.
Hey, bro, that's Cousin Guillory, bro. Don't be talking about Cousin Guillory like that, bro.
But to me, it seems like he working too hard to shoot the ball, though, man. It's like we gotta want some easier stuff from him, like coming down, pin downs in the paint. So if the double come, you got more space and you can throw it to the corner three, throw it to the top. It's like he working too hard.
I think Willie done gave him a package. I don't think he used
it. But still, that's what that went left.
Cause they out of timeouts they do exactly that, bro. They do exactly
hold on, DC, pump your brakes, bro. What you talking about, bro?
Offensive package, man. I think he gave him some players he could call.
No, I didn't even talk about that.
I don't think he called them.
The brethren?
What?
Brethren? Jamaican?
Yeah. What you talking about, bro?
The stuff, make you happy.
The only package is about the gravy packs when
the
you
stuff
cook
that
jerk chicken.
on your mother had the package.
Nobody ain't talking about that.
Oh, okay. I'm just
talking about your gravy packs for the jerk chicken you be cooking.
Gravy packs for jerk chicken. What you talking about, man?
That's what you be cooking,
dude. You don't use gravy packs for jerk chicken, bro. What's wrong with you?
Well, what that was you had enough.
Dog, don't even worry about it.
See,
that was good, boy. That's all homemade, boy. I told you I cook your people food better than you could, DC.
That's your people.
That's right. They sure is. Now, what you gonna do about it? That's right.
There you go.
That was fire, doing.
It was pretty good.
Man, see you worse than that's why I'll be getting on you about what you be telling DJ.
I told you it was pretty good.
Come on, they got one wrong with DJ, and that was Will Magny. I said, no,
it was pretty good.
That was three people you screwed up.
Wait, Big Q. So if you think we need to build a bench, you think they need to be out there longer? You think to find a continuity, or you think they just need to work on it in practice?
I mean, I think that we got to treat it just like the starting five, bro. Whatever the five is doing, we got
old school,
bro.
5 out, huh, Q?
Well, DC made fun of me.
That's what I think it should be too, because these players not gonna be there in December. You ain't gonna have half of these players in December. These starters.
But listen, I'm saying if you turn on the statistics now, he had a 10-man rotation. He had 5 in, 5 out, 5 in, 5 out. Look at it. You look at the statistics. He had a 5-man rotation.
Yeah, but he didn't play them all together at once.
No, but what I'm saying is still in all, you still gonna have to develop. You're gonna still have to get guys that's off the bench that know each other, just like the start. What people don't see, it's like we don't see the bench as equals to the starters. They need each other. Like if you got 5 guys, you can stagger to a degree, but that's gonna eventually hurt you. Look, we got guys that's overlapping minutes right now, tired as a son bitch, alley throwing up air balls and stuff. BI, like VB says. She's saying he was holding his sides, man. Them guys tired. Big V's tired. They balling, but they tired as hell. That's why I was saying, man, listen, we need a 5 for 5. And sometimes, some days you can stagger and get away with it depending on how the schedule fall. You know what I'm saying? You might get that extra day of rest right there to make that thing up. But I'm saying when you got a long season and you got games that's like a day apart and you staggering, bro, you asking for trouble. And when players get tired, they get hurt. Fatigue, that leads into injuries. So we got to make sure that we have a good depth off the bench that know each other that can come in and help out. Look how the bench is disjointed. The bench is disjointed, fam. Think about it.
You're gonna lose
Yeah.
tomorrow anyway, so you might as well go 10 deep.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
might
understand
as
that.
well
I
go
don't
10 deep, bro. You might as well. Because you're gonna lose the game tomorrow anyway, so you might as well not.
Well, they probably not gonna play as much tomorrow. The
Well,
star's probably
I actually, if I remember correctly, when Gary Temple was out there, we actually went 10 deep. I don't think Willie Green trusts nobody on that bench to run the offense. So I'm thinking that maybe that's why we doing that.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. DC.
When Gary Temple was out there,
not
they went 10 deep.
But I'm saying tonight,
Nah,
if you look
Bucky,
at
when
it,
y'all get done, I gotta do my video.
that's the whole thing what we're talking about right here, bro. The reality is you need harmony off the bench. You just throw a collection of guys and say, okay, well, go out there and get the lead or maintain the lead. You can't do that. You got to treat them like you treat the starters. And then the reason why I'm for Big Five, and they say, well, that's old school basketball, Q. Man, 5 for 5, dude. Each one of those guys, you want to give them the proper amount of rest where they can be optimal. You don't want to have guys out there tired. And I told you, and you can research that if they're fatigued, that leads to injuries. Like we had the DeMarcus Cousins debacle with stupid ass, drunk ass Al Gentry ran him into the ground with 8-man rotation. He had 5 starters and 3 guys. He wasn't trying to get it
We
right.
won the game. I don't care.
Then DeMarcus gets hurt. He can't have that type of thinking, fam.
That team was so. I don't know if y'all was going to the games that year.
It was lit.
That was, bro. Them dudes would have shattered every Twin Tower record they had if they would have. If Boogie never got hurt, I think it would have been an entirely different Pelicans team during the. Man, did y'all remember they was putting up 40 and 20 every night. Both of them could go for 40 and 20. That shit was crazy. I was like, bro, they was about to shatter Tim Duncan and Duncan. Who Tim Duncan played with? David Robinson. Yeah, they was gonna shatter the Twin Towers records like easily in that 1 year, man.
But you know, it's funny though, because you got a dumbass like Dale Demps, Dale the Simp Demps, who overplays for Amir Asik, gives up a draft pick to get Amir Asik, pays him when he wasn't supposed to. But then when it comes to Cousins, who did the injury, who was showing you something, you won't chip shot him. But even though if you would have, listen, bro, and you know what, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna just leave from a historical standpoint, that would have turned your whole franchise in the total different direction. You signed
then we
Cousins,
had Mirror Swish. Then we had Mirror Swish.
What you call that boy? Mirror Swish?
Mirror Swish.
He called him Mirror Swish.
Mirror Swish. Yeah. And then you had Rondo on that team. So you keep DeMarcus. You make Anthony Davis happy because he would have never left. He would have never left. You paid Cousins, Davis stays.
And
so
then all 3 of them dudes was like 6'10", I think, or something like that, right? Because Mirror Swish was about 6'10" or something like that too. Yeah. And man, could you imagine all 3 of them on the floor with Rondo? Like we never got a chance to see that.
Drew Holiday.
And Drew Holiday.
Yep.
That was
that would have been
you was close, scary, bro. You was close. That's the closest the Pelicans came.
We could have ended the Warriors run, man.
Yeah, that was really close. We came that close, and then that idiot did what he did. So I mean, like I said,
what you think if Dale Demps would have gave him the money? I mean, would DeMarcus Cousins have recovered and returned to that same player?
I think so.
I don't know if he would have played at that level.
Like you wouldn't have needed it, but you wouldn't have needed it. If you would have got, because if you still had Mirror Swish, Anthony Davis, and Drew Holiday on the team,
and Rondo,
you don't need DeMarcus to give you 40 and 20. He could just give you
would add another draft pick too. Probably another
draft pick. Like if DeMarcus Cousins could have came back from that injury and still gave me 17 points, we good. Like,
right,
we rolling. I'm rolling with that.
I know. Just think about it. Everybody that was on that, well, pretty much everybody that was on that starting 5 won a championship.
We rolling.
Either with the Lakers or with the Bucks. Yeah, after they left.
DeMarcus Cousins ain't well now.
No, he won one with the Lakers, didn't he?
No, they cut him before they cut him before they made it to the bubble or something. But dude, don't you still get a ring?
Don't you still win the ring for that?
Listen,
don't he still get
being on the team?
You gonna wrap that ring? You wasn't on the team.
But he was
I'm looking
on
at
the.
the.
I mean,
think
Deuce
he
McAllister
still
got a
there, right?
ring, but like, did he?
Yeah.
You know.
I
I'm
mean,
looking
but
at
fuck
this.
it. I wouldn't if I was a player, I'd be like, fuck it, I got the ring. I ain't
But you
tripping.
know
Right.
just as well as I just as well as I do as a player. Them other players don't accept that ring. They're like, boy, you wasn't playing. You don't get no
It's like
bragging
an
points for
honorary
that ring.
No, it's an honorary ring they gave. Well, like you said, they gave
Regular
it to
people
McAllister
appreciate it.
because McAllister was busting his ass all those years and they fell short. So when that happened, that was like, I don't think he looks at it like that now. Jeremy Shockey, on the other hand, his New York Giants championship, he sold that ring, but he kept the Saints ring. So I mean, remember that. So he ain't really.
Well, he needed some money or something. He pawned his ring.
He
What's
didn't have
going on?
No, he got rid of it. Didn't have the same value as the Saints championship because he was on that Giants club when they won that championship.
He was hurt though, huh?
He was
Yeah,
hurt.
He didn't play.
Right.
Oh,
so they
I
gave.
thought Jeremy Shockey was on dope or something, man.
No.
I was about to
No,
say.
he gave.
Who
it just
pawned
didn't
in
have
the
the same
championship
impact.
ring? All right. Well,
It
hey,
didn't have the
since you
same
speaking
impact,
about McAllister, shout out to Mark Ingram, man. He about to break the boy record or something like
About
that
to
since
take
he back on the Saints.
89 yards.
89 or 6. Okay.
89,
Shit.
dog.
Hey, and they talking shit about him like it's over with. He might pull off a 100-yard game by himself. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna get
just to
100
show
one of
it.
these games.
Sean Payton, and you know Sean Payton arrogant as a mug, so he might just be like, go for it in the first game.
That's true too, B. Thomas. He said we probably would still have Dale Demps, but I wouldn't have been mad if he would have kept the whole. Yeah, that was a side effect. But listen, I wouldn't have been upset because that team, that's a very dangerous team, and they're playing with confidence. And Anthony Davis doesn't go anywhere. You keep him.
And we could have signed somebody too.
Right.
Or made a trade for somebody.
Drew Holiday goes nowhere. You'd have kept Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Then you'd have had Rondo. So you would
have been one player away, even with Cousins. You just needed one more guy.
Yep.
And then you really ain't need nobody because they got Memphis.
You would have needed one more guy because Cousins wouldn't have been.
You don't think right.
I mean, Meritage
And
wasn't much more. We had a hole as a starting small forward. Meritage was coming off the bench and he was doing amazing, but we needed a starting small forward, which is hard to find, but that's what we would have needed.
Man, so you ain't like Solo? I mean, Solomon.
Hell no.
We just gonna shit on Solo.
Hell, we've been shitting on Solo since the inception of the Pelicans report.
He defecates
when we
on
started
himself.
covering that shit, he was the laughing stock of the show.
Right, he was, bro.
Man.
We used to play. Y'all probably
we call him old man Grundy.
We call him old man Solomon. I used to play we used to play Solomon Burke music. Y'all probably don't remember that old blues music it's an old blues singer by the name of Solomon Burke. I used to put his music on with Solomon Hill would play. That's how we used to. But he was
Solomon. Hey, bro, Solomon. That is a old religious sounding name, bro. That sounds like some
straight out the Bible.
Yeah, bro. Like man, what his parents had to be throwback. Man, you got that shit from the first testament.
Or they just Muslim.
But I'm looking at the standings, man. Like everybody, look. I'm looking at the Clippers.
Clippers look horrible. They look worse than us.
The Lakers too. The Lakers look terrible.
That's old.
The Nets don't look good.
But Minnesota in the third seed.
But listen,
3-1.
That it's gonna normalize.
Minnesota and Dallas. Minnesota and Dallas was 3-1, huh?
Dallas 3-2.
Oh yeah, they lost tonight.
And they're in the fourth seed. Well, I say we got a long way to go, man.
A long way, bro.
All right, and what Ja Morant,
you got a shot, man.
Ja Morant was like 3-1, 4-1, or something like that too, huh?
The
Grizzlies,
they 3-2.
All right, so the Grizzlies.
Put it up, Big Q. Put the standings up for him. I'm looking at it on my phone.
Hey, bro, but 3-2 versus 1-6 is still like cringy. That's still hard to look at with us, bro.
You 1-5, dog. Stop trying to give us this extra loss, bro.
Bro.
We gotta play tomorrow.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
You don't. Because this team, I mean, come on. We look from night to night. They look like a different goddamn team, bro.
Hey,
this is true.
This
is true.
You don't know what you're gonna see tomorrow.
Yeah, be worse than Oklahoma.
Oh,
fam,
Lord.
fam, we Fam, we here.
Bottom.
Look at this.
That's the last in the West, right?
We the bottom of the map.
Orleans
Yeah.
Pelicans at the bottom of the map.
We
Yeah,
played the most
yes-
games. We played the most
yesterday-
games. Look like so far.
Yesterday, I looked at that. We was like second from the last. So I was like, now we is the last with tonight's loss and tomorrow loss. So shit. All right, I ain't gonna throw the tomorrow loss no more. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, yeah, you can't do that, bro. Words is powerful, dog. You gotta speak it, man. You want them to win, huh? Well, we still don't know what we got. So I mean, this team can underperform and they go overperform. So
I don't know who gonna
DC
guard
words
Julius
are powerful.
Randle. I don't know who gonna guard Julius Randle, bro.
I'm putting Herb on him. Just
I'm
thinking.
gonna put Herb on him. Like
I'm
Julius
putting Herb.
Randle. Julius Randle is a nice player, bro. But I think you bait
You
him.
gonna put Herb
especially-
Jones on Julius Randle?
Yeah, because you
Yeah, I
bait
would.
Julius into taking them threes. When he start getting three happy, that's what you want.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, but no,
He been
it's,
hitting
it's,
some
it's more than
Yeah,
just
he
the
is
Julius
some of
Randle
them.
been
He is
hitting
some
them
of them.
threes.
the bench
Yeah,
is
but
crazy for
He
the
shoot
Nets.
like 20-something% right now.
The
The
bench
reason
is
why I put
crazy.
Herb,
They
reason
got
why
a
I put
crazy
Herb
bench
on
over
him
there.
is he's more of a face-up player than a post-up player, like a back to the basket. He'll
All right,
bump
but
you with his
he
shoulder,
gonna-
but he's not going to get on the block.
He gonna
You
give
know
him
what I'm
problems
saying?
tomorrow. He definitely
But
gonna give him
Julius-
problems.
Julius strong enough to go against Jonas. He could buy them up. I believe truly in my heart he that strong,
Jonas
bro.
too big though.
Nah, Julius.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
don't know.
ain't letting nobody bully
Y'all
him.
remember?
That's
Y'all
not
remember
gonna happen.
Julius playing? Y'all remember when Julius was playing with us? How many people bigger than him? He was just running them over. He played like Zion.
But that ain't his game.
He
right
played
now.
like Zion.
He don't play like that
No,
no
play
more,
like
bro.
that no more.
That's
He
not
done
his game.
changed his game.
Old him. That's
But
why
he
I'm
still
saying.
got that power though, bro. He still got that
Not for
power.
Nah, he don't
Jonas,
got
though,
that
bro.
weight no more. He was
Not
a
for
bigger
Jonas.
player.
He lost a lot of weight too. That's another thing. Yeah.
Not for
Speaking of
Jonas.
that, Zion.
That's why Zion don't want to lose
Zion
no weight. He don't
probably
want to
need to
become
holler
Julius
at
Randle.
him. Zion probably need to holler at Julius, bro. On the real, that's a body transformation like a motherfucker.
He don't want to be like him, so he gonna
And
keep
Giannis,
talking to
too.
MJ, dog.
I
Y'all,
wouldn't be
everybody
mad
talking about
if he was
Zion
Giannis,
talking
man.
to LeBron. Zion gonna keep talking to MJ. That's his idol. He just said it the other day. His parents and then MJ. So that's who he taking his advice from.
I hope he get that pull up from MJ.
He say he worked on his pull up game. He said
Look at that
he got a
division, man. The
pull-up shot
Mavericks,
now.
what? They got 3 wins in there. Man, we can come back and win the division.
Boy, you crazy.
Man,
Nobody
you say you
gonna run away
crazy.
with it.
You is wilding.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Bro,
it's, I don't
Alright,
think it's
Dallas.
unbelievable, bro.
Nah, I
Dallas
don't think.
ain't all that. We own Memphis
Nah,
basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't
It
think
ain't
we
that
out of
hard.
this thing,
Not
bro. I
that
don't think.
far-fetched.
Yeah, I think we got some time here. If you look around, everybody trying to learn right now, and
Yeah.
like in another 30 games, a lot of this is gonna flip upside his head. You think the Clippers gonna stay bad?
Yeah.
The Lakers gonna stay bad? No, them,
Oh.
they gonna all that's gonna flip,
The
bro.
Suns.
They all that's gonna change, bro.
Son,
All
what,
that's gonna
1-3, 1-4,
Yeah.
something like that. Like that's crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
you
so-
know,
1-3.
ever since they changed, a lot of that is they trying to get adjusted to the refs. Man, the refs is tripping this year. What they said,
Yes.
the rule is they not finna call fouls or some shit. So like Damian Lillard and Devin Booker, they've been suffering. James Harden been suffering too.
I
Like,
love it.
they not
too.
calling that shit no more.
It reminds
James
me of
Harden scored
old
30
school
tonight.
basketball. I love it. This is the basketball
Yeah.
we grew up playing. They ain't
Yeah.
calling all them ticky tack ass fouls, and they shouldn't. Like James Harden, he great, but I never really liked watching James Harden. I ain't like seeing that shit, man. Like it's boring.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you created a skill in doing what you do, so I gotta respect that because you mastered it. But like, man, out on the playground or whatever, getting it out the mud, man, nobody want to hear that shit. Them little ticky tack ass fouls, real fouls, yeah, they letting some of that go. But I like the fact that they letting them play, man. They give the defense a little more cushion, man. I think they take so many things away from you defensively in basketball. You couldn't like what you want them to do. It's how these offensive players are made. You can't play defense. So the fact that they letting them play D, I love it. But I think it's gonna be one of the best years ever.
Yeah, and without the ref calling all them calls, bro, I ain't been seeing no 130 point games.
Damn.
Cause the same, I mean, the Pelicans then had like a couple games where it's barely went over 100. So
shit, Miami put
it
up
ain't been them 130,
140.
140
Miami
point
put up
games.
140 on the Bucks without the call.
When for real?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it ain't been that much of that this year because of the refs now.
Yep.
Yeah,
It looks good out there.
Dudes,
I like
regular dudes is about to start catching legends in records and shit. They were like, "Oh, we gotta fix this.
You gotta pump the brakes on this shit."
And it looked like the team's a little bit even this year. Every team seemed like they could make a run at the championship.
Every team?
Yeah,
every team.
Not every team, but at least 10 to 11 teams look like they're gonna be in the Western Conference Finals. At least right now.
Okay.
How's
I mean, y'all hating on the Timberwolves. I think I love Ant. And
yeah, he good.
I like Karl Anthony Towns. I think they're gonna be a lot
I like the way
better.
they play too.
Like I ain't gonna
play.
say don't take their record for granted. I think they're gonna be better. That little dude came in with some swag on that team, and he came in and owned their team, man. Like he taking it all with him. So I rock with. They got 3 dudes who can go off for 30. So you know that's a little hard to beat, no matter who you got.
They just got to stay healthy, man. That's the big part of the game now that deals with them, and they got him at the 3 spot. And yeah, he's a talent, man. To be honest with you, he's terrific, man. So we got to you look at him. He at 25.3 right now.
Anthony, it was averaging that.
He's special.
That's his average, 25.3 and almost
special,
8
man.
rebounds, 3.5 on the assist.
God damn.
This is stats. This is his stats for this current season.
And you know the crazy thing? All they do is talk about LaMelo. They don't never talk about him.
LaMelo's special too, though.
LaMelo is special, but everybody be acting like he not. You know, they both special.
Can't have 2 specials, DC, or
I
nobody.
know, right? One of them got to be better than the other one.
Right. That's how it works. How we gonna have 2 special players? That don't work. Last time we had 2 special players was when LeBron and Carmelo was there. You see how that turned out, right?
Right. People was talking about they had a thing going around say who better, Klay Thompson or Carmelo. I'm like, come on, man, y'all can't be serious.
Oh yeah,
Klay one of the best shooters ever, but you can't compare him to Carmelo as far as his overall game, man.
But didn't Carmelo make the 75 thing or something, and Klay Thompson didn't?
Right.
Yeah, it was stuff about that shit.
I think Klay Thompson should have made it. Klay Thompson should have definitely made it.
I'm gonna tell y'all who the snub. Tracy McGrady was.
I'm not saying he's better than
man.
Carmelo. Nah, he ain't.
Tracy McGrady ain't make the list. How Tracy McGrady don't make that list, bro? That's crazy.
I was thinking about
Vince Carter ain't make it. T-Mac,
Dwight Howard. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy. Some of them old names I saw they need to take off that list.
They spent money to get on that list.
Man, I forgot how good Dwight Howard was them Orlando years, bro.
It's like they're scared to take the older players off the list, like for the newer generation players. Like, they don't want to slight the older players.
I wonder if they look at analytics or something and try to compare the game back then to now and try to balance it out or some shit. Or they might have so many older guys they pick versus like guys or something like that.
That's 75 years of history though. They got to keep some of that in. They'll probably degrade the integrity of the NBA if they did it like that.
Jerry West ain't win 1 ring. Take his bullshit ass.
He did win 1 ring. He did win a ring with the Lakers.
I'm sick of him being the logo, man.
Like Elgin Baylor, right?
Man, Jerry West is bullshit. Like, nah, it's so many players that was way greater than him, bro.
Oh shit! So we play Phoenix, we play Sacramento again, Golden State. That Lord.
Yeah, boy, that first 10 is crazy.
Keep it going. OKC,
I had to stop right there.
Memphis, Washington, Miami, the Clippers.
Washington got a good team. Washington got a really good team.
You know just as well as I do though.
Washington got a good team. What's their record?
They like 4-1 or 5-1 or something.
They only lost like I think they lost like 2 games, but
yeah, they got Trez and Kuz now, and Spencer Dinwiddie and what that other boy Clay called Pope or whatever the hell his name, how you pronounce that shit. But Q, bro, the Pelicans will beat teams who we don't think they're gonna beat. That's all.
I think they could beat the Suns. They could beat the Suns.
Yeah, but I I think the first 10 games end after that Golden State game or that Mavericks game or something. That's why I was like, they probably gonna go 2-8 or something at the best. By the time they get to, you gotta go Golden State, Mavericks, and the Knicks.
Man, they'll mess around, beat the Knicks, Golden State, and the Mavericks or something. Like they'll beat all the teams that you think they ain't gonna beat, and then lose to somebody like Sacramento again. That's what we do.
Yeah, I enjoy myself, man. I just want to let y'all know I'm about to go later.
I ain't gonna let that get.
All right, thank you.
Bro.
All right,
Much love, Nola, bro. Be cool,
How the hell I get out of here?
Peace.
But I think
I got you, cuz. Peace.
I think we could beat a lot of those teams because I mean the Sacramento bench. I mean they had Halliburton and Buddy Hill, but they only had 2 people off the bench. I think the main thing that be killing us is the bench overall. And the Dallas, they don't really got a bench. Sacramento, they don't really got a bench. And Golden
Sacramento had Halliburton had 18, bro, tonight, and Hill had 20 off the bench.
Yeah, but that was 2 people that just went. I don't think Halliburton, he's good.
When the last time that happened for
both
us,
of them could do that every game, though.
I'm saying when the last time
both of them could do that every
we had
game.
somebody go for 18 and 20 and combine.
I'm not comparing us to them. I'm saying that
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying when is the last time we exhibited such a thorough bench like
Kyra
that?
did that maybe about 50
Man,
games
cut
ago.
it out, DC.
About 50, 40 ago.
Back when we had instant
Cut out,
grip.
DC.
I'm serious. Kyra did do that like 50, 40 games ago that one time.
When we had instant grits, bro.
Pull up his career high because he ain't never started.
Look.
You
Hey,
pull it up.
I got one better for you. When
we had JJ Redick, JJ Redick used to give us buckets.
He did.
Nah.
Before he hit a wall that next year.
Go ahead, DJ.
Hey, I got one better for you. When we had Tariq Evans.
He was starting, DJ.
Reek was a starter though.
I mean,
well, Reek came off the bench sometimes too, because they're trying to decide between him and Drew. I remember what you're talking about. That was a fire team.
We could sign him too. He's still.
We had Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon. Man, people give your boy a bad name for general manager, but that was a fire team too. Anthony Davis, Eric Gordon, Tyreek Evans, and Drew Holiday.
21 points. I don't remember Kyrie having 21
had to go
points.
look back that far. Yeah, because it was like damn near a year ago.
Who was playing?
April 3rd, man. He scored.
Oh, that's why they had nobody on the court. April 3rd, normally when the starters sit down. I hope Kyrie can get back to that.
Still ain't never go for 20.
Nah, he did.
He probably had a game where he went for 18 or 20 or something like that.
That Philadelphia
Jackson
game.
Hayes ain't get 20 yet. I don't think he got 20 yet.
But I think that's why we need to start playing him a little bit more just to get him comfortable. I think we could benefit from that.
DC over there tripping.
I'm tripping. Why I'm tripping?
You got gummies over there, DC?
Why I'm tripping?
DC just bust out laughing and nothing was funny. Losing.
You know why I'm laughing?
DC losing it over there.
But look, family, it's getting about that time, man. We're gonna have to get back at y'all tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and close the show out. You know what I mean? Good having everybody here. We ain't gonna do no last comments tonight. We're gonna be right back up in this thing tomorrow, covering the Knicks victory. No, Knicks loss. I was trying to say the Pelicans victory, Knicks loss. I said the
How
wrong
you
damn
mix that up like that, DC?
Man, smash Adams, bro.
Speak no, don't blame it on Smash. Blame it on your own self.
Bro.
That's how you feel about it? Pelicans lose? I thought you said they was going to win.
I said we're going to win. We match up well with them.
So what you talking about? The Knicks going to win then?
It was an accident, bro. It was a
mistake. None of y'all going to the game tomorrow?
Nah, I'm not going until they lift the restrictions, bro. And then you'll see me enough. But on that note, we're going to let DJ go ahead and close out the show unless Big Questionable got something he wants to say.
Yeah, you finished making that
Man,
jerk
DJ,
chicken rub?
Hey, DJ, go ahead and take us home, dog.
I know it's a tough start, but we don't know how this team is gonna look until Big Z when he gets into the starting lineup. But with that being said, if anybody talk about your Pelicans and the Smoothie King Center, whip them up in the Smoothie King blender and tell them, go flock yourself.
The Smoothie King blender, you heard me? We ain't doing no more bird shit.
No, you whipping up that rub. DC put that jerk rub together, man, for that chicken. DC, you like plantains, bro? Huh, DC? You a plantain guy? You like plantains?
I like
bro?
smoothies. That's what I
What?
like smoothies.
You like plantains?
I like smoothies.
I ain't actually about no
Smoothies,
damn
dog.
smoothies. I actually about plantains. Do you
It's
like
all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist.
that means yes. He likes plantains. Blender. Oh, I got you. Blend
Put
up
your
the
ass in the
plantains.
blender. It's all in the wrist,
but
boy.
Blend up the plantains. I got you, DC. I got you, brother. I never had a plantain smoothie before. Might have to add that to the Smoothie King menu, man. Plantain smoothie. All right, so with that being said, much love to the fam. I appreciate y'all being up in this thing. I'm going to holler at you later. Much love. Peace to you guys. We out. And unlike DC saying that the Knicks going to win, the Pelicans should win tomorrow.
Pelicans
We're
gonna
be all
win,
right.
man.
Go
Pelicans getting that W. Julius
That's right.
Randle ain't gonna score over 22 points. You heard
Gotcha.
it here first.
Straight jacket on them. I got you.
Straight jacket.
All right. Big ups to the fam.
No
Go
bulldog in the China shop. It's closed.
I'm a
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.